Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your breaker for tonight's show.
Oh my God.
Likes long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners in his Patrick Mahomes jersey,
None are better than this one. The best quarterback in the world.
Oh, there
Patrick
he is.
Mahomes.
and staring at the messy posters over his bed, it's Kamen Entchev.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Kamen Entchev here with Ricky Widmer. Ready for an awesome 6 p.m. show tonight. So much good stuff in the break room. Still got just a few diamonds left, 11 boxes left, 3 photo headliners, the Kurt Warner Speed Flex. The 1 in 4 currently, Ricky, has a 17 in 24 chance at a headliner. My boy Messi, retail value about $4,500 on an autographed Messi jersey still out there. We got Taylor Swift in the house, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We have an incredible Bettis and Kyron Williams dual signed ripped Rams and Notre Dame Speed Flex. We are sleeping on that series. Still got 6 in 8 chance at a headliner in the college. We're down to the last 2 boxes in the vault, a headliner plus a $300 vault key. Cannot wait to get started. How are you doing on this terrific Tuesday?
I was gonna say you're missing one of the other great hits.
What's that?
In that 1 in 4.
Ric Flair, I figured. There's a rumor that there's going to be a steel cage match between you, Nick, Robbie, Dom. I'm going to put it this way. All the wrestling nerds.
Well, you gotta watch out for Dom. He'll poke your eyes out if the ref ain't looking.
If the Ric Flair does not come out in the next 2 to 3 days, there might be a steel cage match among the breaking staff as to who gets that belt.
How long does it take before the Messi belt or the Messi jersey goes to you?
Maybe tomorrow. I'm getting
Sooner?
antsy. Look, for me, it'd be really hard to choose because Messi's my favorite athlete of all time, but I can sell that jersey for $4,000. I got a wedding coming up. That sounds pretty good.
You're like,
Weddings
I'll
are
take the
expensive,
cash.
Ricky. $4,000? You can do so much with that. Free jersey break spot, Neon Shark 24. Check your email, which should be emailed to you. Your code for the free jersey break spot. Make sure you check your spam and your junk folder. Also, keep in mind, it does sometimes take up to 48 hours to get your account.
Yes.
So if you don't have it up in the next 48 hours, then I would email customer service. But always make sure you check your junk email and your spam folder as well. All right, let's get the show started. 2 virtual dice, Ricky looking for 6 or higher on the dice roll. It is 3 and a 6, 9 on our dice roll. 9. Heading on over to the Wheel of Names. Let's see what our chase is. Look at that one from Colin. Great job, Colin. Sailor Company money. Terrific job on that one wheel spin, our own Colin Rudisil. Baseball is off the board. That one did close up. We got minis, diamonds, practice squad, vault, college jerseys, and for some reason the 1 and 4 is not in there. I'll add it on. Let's spin that wheel for our chase for the 6 p.m. show tonight. All right, how about college? College is our chase wheel spin tonight. The college break. I'll go ahead and make that the designated chase wheel spin. We have 8 college boxes left, 2 photo headliners, 4 secondary, plus 5 boxes have bonus gift cards with them. So pretty much everything is going to be something good.
John De Palma getting into that double box.
What's up, John?
5 to go.
That boy, John De Palma. So, Ricky, no pre-fills. And we do have one personal. Joshua Simmons, if you're out there, sir, let us know. We're happy to open up your mini. I'll do a rundown first. Then we'll do Josh's mini personal, unless there's breaks that are here. In the meantime, if you're out there, Josh, do let us know what you want. We are starting a little experiment for today, at least, Ricky. We're offering our diamond single and double in 2 separate options. So option 1 is the traditional option, 8-spot break, NFL divisional breaks, NFC North, South, East, West, then the AFC side as well. Option 2 is a 4-spot break. It's the North, South, East, and West. Okay. You get the NFC North and the AFC North, the NFC South and the AFC South. It's quicker to fill up. So this is the 4-spot break. The double has 2 spots to go in that quad. Now we have 11 boxes left. We have, in my opinion, the best helmet in the series. I know this Randy Moss looks cool. I grew up a massive Kurt Warner fan. Also, you know me, Ricky, I'm a Blue Visor fan. That Kurt Warner Hydro Speed Flex with the American Underdog inscription is my personal favorite helmet in the series. To each their own, right? Depends on what guy you like. Yours is Randy Moss, right? Or is it the Jettas?
Chris Carter is my favorite Viking.
Okay, but of the Viking options.
Of the 2, it was the Randy Moss.
Okay.
I mean, how could you not like a Hydro Speed Flex? Oh, wait, by the way, 2-tone.
Yeah,
Hydro
this
Speed
one,
Flex.
this one here is very nice. But for Viking fans, the Justin Jefferson Rave is still out there. One of the best, probably the best receiver in the league, Jay Jettas. The quote of the last NFL season, Ricky, I thought the best quote of the season was made by the former now Jaguar coach, Doug Peterson. Okay. They asked him, why did Sam Darnold get better this year? He said 2 words, Justin Jefferson. And he would not say anything else.
It helps.
that was his response to the breakout year for Mr. Darnold this year.
Helps to have an offensive-minded coach and one of the top 2 receivers in the league.
Yeah.
If only he can make a 3-step drop.
Right, that would help. We still have another awesome receiver, Puka Nacua, on that Rams Salute the Service, which is an NFC West double up or a West double up in the 4-spot break. You get the Puka and the Kurt Warner both with 1 spot for less than $200 in the traditional double or less than $400 in the new option. Over $2,000 combined, those 2. Awesome double up in the diamonds. What's up, Joseph Majewski says Big Ben. What's up, Big Ben? There's no Big Ben in the moment, but there's other awesome items, other quarterbacks like Drew Brees, by the way, full-size rep, 2nd all-time in passing yards and passing touchdowns. I like working with you. One of the reasons, Ricky,
because I'm a Drew Brees supporter.
It's the same reason why I like working with Colin. I feel like me, you, and Colin are on the same page. Drew Brees is iconic. Drew Brees is underrated. What's up, John? Good to have you back in the break room with the chat working for you. Speaking of awesome players, Hall of Famers, Emmitt Smith, NFL's all-time leading rusher on that football. Cowboy fans in the double box break. NFC East, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, 1 spot, 2 iconic Cowboys just like that. We got Ed Reed on that alternate Raven Authentic. In my opinion, the best safety of all time. We got Steve Smith Sr., one of the best receivers ever. 8th all-time in receiving yards with Jake Delhomme as his quarterback. How about that? That is a mighty good accomplishment, if you ask me. Puka Nacua again on, I'm going to stir the pot a little bit, Ricky. My favorite standard helmet in the game. The Ram standard, my favorite. And a lot of folks love the old school Ram, which is nice. The new school Ram, it is the best standard helmet worn in the NFL games.
You're saying ever, old school and new school, not just like current standards?
I have to really think about the ever. And I probably got to examine all the helmets and think about it. Of the current ones, though, yes.
Because I love the Rams' current standard, but we put it against the greatest show on turf standard.
Yeah, I like this one
then
better.
We got to debate.
See,
I'm on the other side.
That one's got the horn and stuff. It looks nice, but the color scheme.
It's the gold that's the best. The gold horn.
I like that blue. I'm a sucker for blue. That shade of blue, like the blue visor.
You like a brighter blue. It is a darker blue.
Yes.
It's more of like a cowboy blue on that old Ram logo.
Neon Shark says Ed Reed, the best safety of all time. Ronnie Lott 2, Troy Polamalu 3. I mean, those guys, kind of hard to argue with those rankings. Those guys are icons. And get that Ed Reed helmet, by the way, Neon Shark, for $49, worth more than 10 times that. Get it for $49 in the practice squad.
What a steal.
That's a steal. Speaking of AFC North defensive players, former superstar for the Steelers, James Harrison. We still got the Marshall on the AFC South. It's a Colt Lunar. Then Aiden Hutchinson. That is a beautiful speed, alternate, authentic Warren Sapp. And then the late great Bear, Steve McMichael. It's a 14 and 24 chance at a headliner in the practice squad, guys. Plenty of double up options across the board. So come and get your spots. Let's have some fun in that practice squad. 1 in 4 right now is the one we're sleeping on the most, in my opinion. Like I said, 24 boxes left, 17 total headliners, including 11 photo headliners. That includes the Lionel Messi Argentina jersey. This is the greatest soccer player of all time, and he's probably the best athlete in the history of sports. If you look at it objectively, at least in the team sports, to me, all due respect to the great Tom Brady, there's only 2 guys that are up for that. For me, it's Messi and Wayne Gretzky. Those are your 2 best, the 2 most dominant, in my opinion, in what they do. And it shows by their awards, by the way.
Yeah.
Only guy with more MVPs in their sport, Wayne Gretzky had 9, Messi 8 Ballon d'Ors. So that's a lot more than the MVPs that Jordan, LeBron, Brady, etc. had. Iconic. And in soccer, too, for Messi, it's the most played sport in the world. To be the best ever, or maybe the second best. You want to go Pele? You go Pele. But to be a top 1 or 2 guy ever in a sport played by the whole world, and that's a must-have in your PC, guys. $4,500 retail value on a Messi Fanatics autographed jersey. It is the second most expensive item that's ever come through our break room. Behind only Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is the only more expensive item we've had in the break room.
We've only had MJ in once, right?
Because Michael doesn't sign.
No, he does
He
not.
does not sign.
That's how you keep your autograph up.
Yeah, keep your autograph up and just be Michael Jordan. So we got the Messi jersey in there. We have something that I would argue probably has a very, very different market. For the right buyer, this could also go for thousands of dollars. A Taylor Swift autographed album. There's a lot of Taylor Swift fans, Ricky. To some people, it might be garbage. To some people, it might be the coolest thing they've ever seen in their lives. A lot of T Swiftie fans out there, man. I'll tell you that. My mom got my fiance a Taylor Swift book for Mother's Day. So she would argue that Taylor Swift is worth a lot of money. We got the Russell Wilson Speed Flex, Danger Russ. I always say this, Ricky. In my opinion, put some respect on this man's name, Russell Wilson. We're talking about a 10-time Pro Bowler. We're talking about a guy that is top 5 all-time in passer rating, a guy that has won a Super Bowl already. Look, he's not in his prime. He's older, but this is one of the best quarterbacks that's ever played the game. Top 20 quarterback ever for me. No doubt a Hall of Famer. Beautiful rip speed flex, Seahawks, Broncos, and Wisconsin.
How about a quad? It's a quad ripped.
Yeah,
It's
quad
got 2 different Seahawk logos on there.
2 different Seahawk logos.
It's got the old school and the
you're
new school
right,
with
Ricky.
the Seahawks.
Quad rips. That is nice. My favorite helmet in the break room, though, is this one. It's a Jerome Bettis and Kyron Williams ripped Rams and Notre Dame Speed Flex. Play like a champion today. Let's not forget Jerome Bettis started his career as a Ram. He was actually Offensive Rookie of the Year as a Ram, just like Marshall Faulk was Offensive Rookie of the Year as a Colt. We have some other great stuff. This is something I haven't seen in the break room really ever. Manny Ramirez on a baseball bat. One of the best hitters in baseball history.
Manny
one of the
being
best,
Manny.
One of the best personalities as well. We still got the John Smoltz bat. We got for you, Ricky, Ric Flair. Speaking of history, I know this is Dom's favorite piece in this series. The Tyson and Holyfield dual sign boxing glove. There might even be an ear in that one here, Ricky. Might be an ear left around that boxing glove.
Inside the glove, they just tuck the ear in.
Right. We have a Trae Young autographed basketball, one of the best young point guards in the NBA still available. We also have a couple of things we don't see often in the break room. A licensed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar jersey. You take high school, college, and pro basketball. Probably the best basketball player of all time if you factor all three levels for Kareem. Carmelo Anthony, now, believe it or not, the second best 15 in Nuggets history. How about that?
I love those unis, though.
Yeah, those are sick. Josh,
I love those unis more than their current unis.
Ooh, I agree. Yeah, that powder blue is nice. I would probably rewind about a few minutes, Josh. I did just go over the practice squad. I'll give it to you real quick, but if you want the thorough explanation, rewind about 5 minutes. I just went over the practice, maybe even like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Breeze, Emmitt Smith, J.J. Watt, Michael Irvin, Ed Reed, Darrell Revis, Jordan Love, Steve Smith Sr., Puka Nacua, James Harrison, Marshall Faulk, and Aiden Hutchinson in the practice squad. We also have the 6 secondary headliners: Aaron Donald, Bruce Smith, Fernando Tatis Jr. in this 1 and 4, Paul Pierce, Allen Iverson, and Chuck Norris. If this is a gun, Ricky, I'm not pointing it at you.
Good.
Sorry,
Thank
Colin.
you.
I'm not getting us shut down again on YouTube.
Some of us like to practice gun safety.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I'm going to put it away as quickly as possible. It's going to be the least amount of airtime any hit ever gets if it's a gun for the Chuck Norris. College break. We have 8 boxes left. We have 6 total headliners. We got the CD Lamb Authentic, top 5 receiver in the game today for the Cowboys, and a Boomer Sooner legend on that OU Authentic. Steve Smith Sr., I know it's not a speed flex, but I'm particular, Ricky, and that's my favorite helmet of the whole series. That beautiful red, the golden red, with the busy autograph, the Utah Utes, one of my favorite receivers as a kid. Like I said earlier, 8th all-time in receiving yards. That's an awesome Steve Smith helmet.
This is where if I was with Robbie Lopez, we'd be making the My Cousin Vinny jokes. Not 1 Utes, 2 Utes.
I
Two
like
Utes.
it. 2 Utes. We have 4 secondary headliners in here still. Former Heisman Trophy winning receiver Tim Brown. We got LaShawn McCoy on one of my favorite college helmets, the Pitt Panthers. We do have Hines Ward, one of the best receivers ever on a Georgia Bulldog. Could even have a Warren Moon, University of Washington star in the college game. There's 5 of these boxes, have bonus gift cards left as well in the college series. Already went over the diamonds in the practice squad. Vault is pretty simple. 2 boxes left. One is the secondary headliner, Phil Simms, former Super Bowl champion quarterback for the Giants. The other features a helmet plus a $300 gift card, man.
Wow.
The highest amount on the vault keys in that break. Jerseys down to the last 16. We got 6 total headliners. Pretty good name for a jersey series. Brett Favre, only guy with 3 straight MVPs. We do have the Champ Bailey, that beautiful orange jersey, the most passes defended in NFL history for a corner. Speaking of 24 corners, Ty Law, then half of 24, the Hall of Fame quarterback Roger Staubach for the Cowboys. Secondary headliners, Mike Singletary and Fred Taylor in that jersey break. Mini helmets, still got some goodies left in here. Lawrence Taylor, the defensive GOAT. We got the Champ Bailey STS Mini. There's a Jim Kelly slate. Only guy to play in 4 straight Super Bowls as a quarterback. Robert Mathis on the Flash. Most career forced fumbles ever. How about that double up? Eric Dickerson and Warren Moon. Love that Moon. Green Rave. And then, of course, Eric Dickerson, the single season rushing record holder. We have a secondary headliner left. Your boy, Aaron Jones. 7 and 12 chance at a headliner in the minis. Mystery box tab, we have our replica helmets, minis, jerseys, plus the headliner package. It is 1 mini, 1 jersey, 1 rep, 1 authentic, 4 items for $1849.99, 4 guaranteed headliners, an awesome option in the headliner package. Then the full-size rep helmets, $379.99, but you are guaranteed a rep helmet. Also, you have really good odds at headliners, right? One of the best athletes ever, Bo Jackson's still out there. We got Kurt Warner on that Cardinal Flash. J.J. Watt, one of the best defensive guys ever. Warren Moon on that classic Oiler lid. A.J. Green. Got the Patrick Willis in there, too. Then we have the Williams triplets, as I call them. Jameson Williams, Ricky Williams, and Kyron Williams. None of them are related as far as I know of, but all of them are electric players, runners of the ball, receivers. Got some good options in the huddle up replica helmets. So, guys, let me know where you want to head. I'll ask you, Ricky, what's your favorite item in the room right now? One or maybe pick like 1 or 2 if it's hard to pick one.
I was going to say, what my favorite one is.
Ric Flair,
It's got to be the Ric Flair. But other than that, I want to see that Russ. I want to see that quad rip, baby.
Ooh, dangerous.
Give me the quad rip.
So my favorite is obviously the Messi.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
No
as a
doubt.
Messi fan.
I knew that was going to be your favorite.
But I actually would probably pick. I'm feeling Rams today. I love this one, the Kyron Williams and the Jerome Bettis dual signed Speed Flex. Beautiful Rams and Notre Dame with the Play Like a Champion today on the back. And I also do love the Kurt Warner. Only 2 spots to go in this 4-spot double box break. Again, we're running that a little bit differently in the 4-spot break. It's the North, South, East, and West. Not just the AFC, not the NFC South, NFC North, NFC East, NFC West, AFC North, South, East, and West. 2 spots to go there. Beautiful Hydro Speedflex Kurt Warner. Josh is saying 4 to go in the practice squad double. That's right, Josh. I love that break because you can double up for less than $100. You can get 2 authentic photoed headliners like Jordan Love and Aiden Hutchinson. Those 2 helmets combined, Ricky, worth well over $1,000. You get it for less than $100 in the double. You can double up still in the NFC East, Michael Irvin with the Emmitt Smith. You can double up, a lot of options. Ed Reed, James Harrison in the AFC North, for example. We have a Warren Sapp secondary headliner, which I imagine pairs with the Steve Smith, if it is in fact a Buccaneer item. So a lot of options. A lot of really good options in this break, the practice squad. So I love the Drew Brees in here. That's my favorite helmet. I know it's a replica, but my favorite item in here is the Drew Brees helmet. Icon, Mr. Brees. Ever since he left the Saints, it's been nothing but bad. Before he left the Saints, nothing but bad. The guy's a difference maker, Drew Brees. Probably the most disrespected. I would say there's 2 guys that received the least respect in this break room that should receive more. It's Drew Brees.
They're both football players?
Yeah, Drew Brees, and can you guess the other one?
The quarterback?
It's quarterback. He's getting a little more respect recently. Prior to maybe about 3 or 4 months ago, he was getting no respect.
How often do we see him in the break room?
Not that often. I'll put it, he's not rare, but he's not common either. He's somewhere in the middle, a little bit more on the rare side.
Someone who receives disrespect that shouldn't.
Yes. But he's getting a little more respect because of recent happenings. I would argue still not enough, though.
It's not Russ.
It's not. Well, Russ is also up there. He's got to be probably number 3 or 4.
Who is it?
Jalen Hurts.
Oh,
Jalen Hurts is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get enough love when he's up on the page.
The most love I think I've gotten for Jalen Hurts was when we had him in that Super Bowl series.
Yeah. And it was timely at the time. How are you guys going to top the Mother's Day for Father's Day? Oh, you'll find out, Neon Shark. Stay tuned for Father's Day series. I'm sure that'll be very, very good as well. So, guys, let me know where you want to head. Let me know where you want to make your moves. I'm going to drop some links in, Ricky, of some breaks that I know will happen. Here's that practice squad double. Practice squad double. 4 spots to go. And I think that double diamond will go. 2 spots to go. The 4-spot diamond double. Keep in mind, guys, I know it's 384, but you get the NFC West or the West, actually, Ricky. You get the Warner and the Puka Nacua.
Can double up.
Right?
You only need to get 1 of 4 spots instead of 1 of 8.
2 spots left, guys, in that diamond break. I got to be fully honest with you, Neon Shark. Between now and Father's Day, there will be some series that are even better than the Father's Day series. But I'll also let these guys in on a trick. To me, at least, Ricky, it seems like every single day we do this, memorabilia gets better with each day. So how do you top this? We always do. We always find a way to top everything in this break room. Memorabilia just keeps on getting better and better and better. Cody Metcalf jumping in, got on that practice squad single, actually, Cody Metcalf. All right, Cody, the double is 4 to go. The single is 7 to go in the practice squad.
Should be 6 to go now.
6 to go. Actually, it is 6 to go upon refresh, Ricky. So,
For a second, I was like, was my running break sheet wrong?
No. Your break sheet was very much right. Very much right. Let's talk about the practice squad since that one is close, Ricky. Let's see. What can we hear? How about this one? You're starting a team from scratch. Would you want Puka Nacua or Steve Smith as your wide receiver?
Steve Smith.
Steve Smith?
I know he's got when he was early in his career, the headache-ness, I would say. Because he was a guy that was feisty when he would start fights in practice. But I would take Steve Smith hands down.
I would too. Steve Smith is 8th all-time in receiving yards. The guy's iconic. I think we can do a lot better than a pink Jamar Chase flex. All I got to say is stay tuned, Neon Shark. A lot of times for those specialty series, Ricky, the bonus prize is a quarterback speed flex, which is better than Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Quarterback speed flexes are the best of the best. So Steve Smith, Puka Nacua, 2 awesome receivers. There's a guy that might be even better than those guys in the series, though. Michael Irvin. I always say this, Ricky. Michael Irvin, really good numbers, but his numbers would have been better because the Dallas Cowboys ran the ball in the 90s. They were not a passing team. You think of Troy Aikman, if you actually watch football in the 90s, Troy Aikman's number one thing he did was hand the ball off to Emmitt Smith, who's in this series. Had they opened up the game more to pass the ball, Michael Irvin would have had better numbers. Despite being a running offense, the guy had almost 12,000 receiving yards on a team that ran the ball and played defense. That says enough about Michael Irvin. This dude was a playmaker. So I would actually maybe take him over both of those guys, Puka and Steve Smith, because of his just playmaking ability, the Cowboy great. So let's get that bootleg done. Let's have a great night in the break room. I can tell Neon Shark's favorite team.
Yeah.
I think he's a Browns fan. Okay. Says a speed flex Johnny Manziel and a pink Josh Gordon would top those. Spoken like a true Browns fan, right? Remember when Josh Gordon was good for like 1 year, Ricky?
Yes.
That was something. So got some NBA tonight. Already looking good on my first bet of the night, Ricky. I have Cavs -8.5 tonight. Very early. Means almost nothing, but they're up 9 with 3 minutes to go in the first. It's a must-win for Cleveland.
It is a must-win. I got to see if one player is actually like playing today because
Mitchell's playing.
Well, the main bet with Mitchell is you got to bet his under on threes, and yep, he's on pace.
Okay, well, he's got 7 points though.
Under 3.5 is a lot.
He's making his free throws. Ravens, says Neon Shark, want to make fun of Browns fans. Okay. Well, in that case, if you're a Raven fan, I would say the second best Raven of all time, Ed Reed. Obviously, look, Lamar Jackson, when it's all said and done, will be the most popular and maybe the most valuable Raven. But when I think of best, Ed Reed is a top 2 safety, top 3 safety of all time. Ray Lewis is a top 2 or 3 linebacker of all time. As good as Lamar Jackson is, he will not be a top 3 quarterback of all time. So to me, the 2 best Ravens ever are Ed Reed and Ray Lewis. And then Lamar could be number 3 for me. That's just me. Because I'm basing it on who's the best. We get the quarterback is the most valuable. But Lamar Jackson is not as dominant at what he does at his position as what Ed Reed and Ray Lewis did. That's just my 2 cents. Now, would you rather have Lamar on an autograph? I'd rather have Lamar just because his autograph's not common, Ricky. But as far as who's the best, it's Ed Reed and Ray Lewis. Oh, this guy was in last night, Neon Shark, saying Lewis, Reed, Lamar, and Ogden. Okay. I remember you from last night. Yeah, makes sense. Talking about the greatest Ravens. All right, Ricky, you know what we need? We need a little bit of a spark. I know it's NASCAR Tuesday for Colin. You're a hockey guy. How about a line change? We got a new series in the room. Call to the pen, the 6th man. How many references can I make? We have a very, very fun series for you guys. You guys did close out the baseball. I did promise a new series of baseball closes. Obviously, the 3 p.m. guys did not need the new series because the Diamonds were en fuego.
Yes.
We'll drop this new series, then we'll talk about it, Ricky. It's going to be pretty good, if you ask me. It's going to be very good. It is called Mix It Up. Mix It Up. It's only out of 30 boxes, Ricky, the Mix It Up series.
Do you want me to go ahead and drop that?
Go ahead and drop it. Drop it like it's hot. We'll have a single and a double in the Mix It Up. And I will pull up our spots here for you guys so you see exactly how it works. And actually, you know, the Mother's Day series overall had better names in the series, but I would argue that Pink Hydro Speed Flex, Ricky, has nothing on the GOAT, Tom Brady, Patriot Rip Speed Flex. Now, what the heck is this, Ricky? Look at this helmet.
Ooh.
How do you get this helmet? There's only one way. You hop into the Mix It Up series, and I'll give you guys a little bit more details on how the Mix It Up works. So here's the single. We have a double as well. In the Mix It Up, it's $59 a spot, but it's a 4-spot break. It's like the 1 in 4, but different. Instead of, actually, it's an 8-spot break. Excuse me, Ricky. 8-spot break. It is an 8-spot break, but it's $59 a spot. But it's not like NFL divisional breaks. For example, the same person that has the Niners gets the White Sox, the Hawks, and the Hornets. The Bears, Braves, Browns, and Tigers are 1 spot as well. Every live break spot purchased in this series has an entry into a top spot drawing for a Rip Tom Brady Speed Flex at the end of the series. So if you get in the double, your name gets entered ×2. The single ×1. There's going to be 240 total names in there. If you want to buy 1/3 of the spots, you want to buy 80 of those spots, you have a 1 in 3 chance at Brady.
Wow.
So that's the bonus Brady Speed Flex opened at the end of the series. All it takes is 1 spot to win. As for the items in the series, we have a beautiful Dan Marino Flash Mini. Talk about a guy that's ahead of his time, Ricky. He was throwing for 49 passing touchdowns to lead the league NFL record back when guys were getting 21, 22. That would lead the league in passing touchdowns. He had more than double Dan Marino. I know it's a mini helmet, but I mean, Dan Marino.
I want to live in the reality, the multiverse where he won a Super Bowl.
I do too. He is probably... So in football, there's 3 names that come to mind, and he would get the tiebreaker given his position. For me, it's Marino, Barry Sanders, and Randy Moss. The 3 best players to never win a Super Bowl.
Yes.
And I would say Marino's the best because he plays quarterback. You got to give love to the quarterbacks.
You do.
I would probably argue he's the best in all of sports, at least the American major sports. I mean, like Karl Malone, John Stockton, Charles Barkley. I think Marino's better than those guys, in my opinion, right? I mean, you could argue Barry Bonds, but baseball is so different where one guy, it doesn't have the same impact as football or basketball, Ricky.
Yeah.
That's just me. So the GOAT to not win a ring, Dan Marino. Championships, though, Chipper Jones. He's a World Series champion, former league MVP, one of the best third basemen of all time. David Ortiz, a top 3 DH ever. Manny Machado, one of the best third basemen in the game. You guys will see what's listed here. So we have the Jamar Chase and Steve Young, our authentic helmets. The best lefty ever, Steve Young. And one of the best receivers in the game with that beautiful light orange ink, Jamar Chase. Dwayne Wade jersey is licensed. This is a top 4 shooting guard of all time. I would say it's Michael Jordan is first and foremost. Then honestly, the number 2 spot is close for me. Everyone says Kobe's unanimous, but I look at Jerry West, I look at D. Wade. All 3 of those guys are pretty close. Kobe gets the longevity edge for me, but a prime D. Wade, a prime Jerry West, both in that discussion for the second best shooting guard of all time. We got Dr. J as well. Julius Erving on that custom jersey. The OG dunker. Very nice jersey. Shaq on a jersey as well. One of the most popular athletes in all of sports. Have you ever seen the show America Says, Ricky?
No.
It's a game show. It's on the Game Show Network.
Okay.
So they basically poll Americans, asking them what other Americans think. And the most interesting episode for me, as someone who works in sports and memorabilia, was an episode where they asked people what the most expensive autographs in all of sports were. A lot of the guesses were Babe Ruth, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Messi, those type of guys. The one guy that was guessed that was not top 8 most expensive was Shaq, and he was like the most guessed, which, again, Shaq's autograph obviously is worth a lot. It's Shaq, but it's not top 8 most of all time.
Yeah.
But if people think it's top 8 most of all time, you can sell them the Shaq jersey for more than it's worth.
Yeah.
Because, everybody knows Shaq. The General, Papa John's, inside the NBA, rapping, movies. He's one of the most well-known and recognized sports figures in the history of sports.
Yeah.
Beautiful Shaq jersey. Here's one for a Bears fan. The Monsters of the Midway, triple signed linebackers. Dick Butkus, Mike Singletary, Brian Urlacher, all Hall of Famers. We got the Wizard of Oz on that Cardinal batting helmet. Maybe the best fielding shortstop ever. And then we got Kevin Garnett. Anything is possible on that Celtic ball. So I was fortunate enough to see Marino play in person multiple times, says Jeff. Never seen someone throw a prettier pass. Yeah. You know what Joe Montana says on the GOAT debate? Have you heard Joe Montana's take on it?
I've not.
Joe Montana, who is considered by many as the greatest quarterback of all time. They asked him, Joe, who's the best quarterback to ever play the game? His response, not me, not Tom Brady, not Mahomes, not Manning. He says the best quarterback to ever play the game is Dan Marino.
Okay.
That is Joe Montana's opinion. He knows a little bit more than most of us about the quarterback spot.
Winning isn't everything.
It's a team game, Ricky. It's a team game. Jeff says, and that's what's the most important, finding a sucker to buy the merch. Yeah, that's part of it, man. That is part of it. What are your team's Mount Rushmore? Is that for the chat in general? Because, I'm a Bears fan, and in Chicago, our Mount Rushmore might include one of these guys. Walter Payton, I would say, is, he's number 1. But then you look at the next 3 best Bears. You might go with these 3 guys. Urlacher, Singletary, and Butkus. Obviously, Gale Sayers. We can throw in Devin Hester, but...
Lance Briggs.
Lance Briggs was pretty good, but not as good as those guys. But these 3 might be on that Mount Rushmore. The triple sign jersey. That's pretty good. Ditka. Yeah, Ditka would be on there. That is right. Ditka probably number 2 when it comes to Bears.
That coach.
Really good player, too, Mike Ditka, as well. So that series is brand new. All the headliners out there, guys. 8-spot break, $59 a spot, and then a Brady helmet at the end of the series and to mix it up. I know one guy that we don't have to worry or debate about Mount Rushmore or best Patriot ever. That would be Tom Brady. Got some action in the double already, Ricky, by the way. Couple spots taken in that double box
Those
break.
would be by Jeff August.
There we go, Jeff. So let's look at this series. So 49ers, White Sox, Hawks, and Hornets. So Steve Young is the 49er. There's a secondary headliner, Dominique Wilkins, is the Hawks. And the Hornets hit, I'm not sure what it is. Maybe Muggsy Bogues, maybe. But that'd be another item. We have the Bears, Braves, Browns, and Tigers. So Chipper Jones could pair with the Bears triple sign jersey, for example. The Dolphins, Cardinals, Broncos, and Phillies. That means the Marino pairs with the Ozzie Smith, for example, in the double. Bengals, Expos, Bulls, and Magic. Expos has to be Vlad Sr., right? I don't see Vlad Sr. on here, but I'm assuming it's Vlad Sr.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah, right?
I want a Randy Johnson Expos item.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see, Ricky. Celtics.
Could it be Pedro?
Pedro Martinez would be a good one. My two most dominant pitchers I have seen, Pedro and Randy Johnson, by the way, in their prime.
Yeah.
Celtics, Reds, Seahawks, and Pistons is also a spot. That could be Pete Rose. Pair that with the Kevin Garnett ball. Lakers, Padres, and Rams. Shaq and Machado and Isaac Bruce, one of the most underappreciated receivers ever. Top 5 all-time in receiving yards. Rare autograph in the room, Isaac Bruce, by the way. Heat, Dodgers, Falcons, and Supersonics. Let's see. Heat is Dwayne Wade. Dodgers. What could the Dodgers be? I guess we got to find out, Ricky. Falcons and Supersonics, and then Sixers, Red Sox, and Eagles is another spot. A.J. Brown, Julius Erving. That's for Philadelphia fans. And then Red Sox, Big Papi, David Ortiz. So you got to play the series early on when there's more options to double up, Ricky, for sure. Ooh, I did like Tommy Harris. No doubt about that, Jeff. D-tackles get no respect. We have the two best. I know why they don't get respect. I can tell you why, Jeff, because that 1-4 is still here. And that's how good the 1-4 is. We have a defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, secondary headliner. And then we have Bruce Smith, who played mostly as an end, but a little bit of tackle. These guys are two of the best ever. Tommy Harris in his prime, Jeff, was incredible. No doubt about it. Tommy Harris is great. He's not better than Urlacher, though, because Urlacher had more good cumulative years.
Yeah.
You'll learn this, Ricky. When it comes to GOAT debates, I love longevity. I love longevity. Like, Tom Brady is the GOAT because of what he did after 38. Because I look at Peyton Manning and Tom Brady up until about 35, 36. I'm not ring obsessed. I was in the camp of those guys were dead even for me. But I think Brady pulled away late in his career.
Yeah.
Like Randy Moss, for example. Randy Moss is the best receiver in his prime to ever play the game. He's not the GOAT, though. Jerry Rice has more than 7,000 receiving yards than him. Jerry Rice is the GOAT. So there you go. Yeah, Briggs was good, too. Both of those guys were good, Jeff. Such a good linebacking core. And then Hunter Hillenmeyer was kind of out of place with those two.
Yeah.
So one spot to go in that diamond 4-spot double break, by the way, guys. One lone spot to go. What do you like in this mix it up, Ricky? What would you want to have in your PC in here? If you had to pick like a couple items, not counting Brady. Brady, obviously, you know, that's a $3,000+ helmet. Excluding Brady.
The Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones, okay.
I do really like the Chipper Jones and probably the Shaq.
Yeah?
See, the reason why I'm trying to stay away from the football here, because we get football throughout the entire break room.
Yeah,
I like the non-football items in here. Chipper Jones, one of the best third basemen I've ever seen. Shaquille O'Neal, I mean, if I want a Shaq jersey, you want it on a Magic jersey, or do you want it where he won his championships on the Lakers?
I want the Lakers. When I think of Shaq, I think of Lakers. I know he played on the Suns, the Celtics, He played on the Cavs, played on the Magic.
They call me the Big Shaq.
He played everywhere. He was very good with the Magic, very good with the Heat.
The Cavs.
But prime Shaq was with the Lakers. Won those 3 finals MVPs. A lot of people forget, Ricky, that Shaq and Kobe pairing. Now, the Lakers are right to move on from Shaq because Shaq was exiting his prime. Kobe was hitting his prime.
Yeah.
But when they played together, it was not co-stars. It was not co-stars at all. It was very much Batman and Robin, and Kobe was definitely Robin. Their first year, they won a championship. Shaq averaged like 35 in the finals. Kobe averaged like 15. Like, it was a very, very clear cut. It was Shaq's team. He was the star. He was the better player than Kobe. And a prime Shaq was better than Kobe any day of the week, in my opinion.
Yep.
You want to go Kobe over Shaq? Maybe you talk about longevity, but when those two guys were teammates, it was Shaq dominating. Kobe was the number 2. It wasn't until the last year where they were more even, right as Shaq was exiting.
I will say, though, Shaq may have gotten a finals with the Magic if one of his teammates didn't say, oh, 45 got nothing on 23.
Michael Jordan, you don't want to get Michael Jordan motivated. You don't want to do that.
Still one of my favorite stories. He's got the warm-up on the whole time. They're like, why is he still got his warm-up on? Opens it up. The 23 is back.
Just don't trash talk Michael Jordan. I'll put it that way. Just don't do it. He will beat you up badly, MJ. So Mark got in that double multi-sport break. There we go, Mark. Mark McAdams. How about those Cavs, Ricky? 40-23. Show me the money tonight.
How many do they have to win? How many games do they have to win the series?
Oh, I don't care about the series. I care about -8.5, Ricky.
They may win the battle, but the war might be over.
No, the war might be over, but 8.5 on the night, that's all I care about tonight. You know my favorite hit in this series, outside of Brady?
Hit me.
I might surprise you. This is a guy that maybe I don't talk enough about in my favorite athletes because we don't get him as often. Dwayne Wade.
Okay.
Dwayne Wade. I know there's the Bears jersey. I'm a Bears fan. Dwayne Wade. You know, here's a little secret, Ricky. A lot of people don't know this on this show. Back in the late 2000s, early 2010s, in the era of the LeBron goes to Miami era, my two favorite basketball players at the time were LeBron and D Wade. Well, a lot of people booed it, and I did want LeBron in Chicago as a Bulls fan.
You cheered it.
But I cheered it because I got to see LeBron and Wade play together. That, to me, as a sports fan, was special. That was an incredible duo. Would have been, many more championships had D Wade's legs not given out. But this guy, if you watch the game of basketball, in my opinion, I don't think there's ever been a better game manager superstar ever. Because when you're the best player, Ricky, there's always a question mark of, do you shoot? Do you pass? When do you take over? When do you get your teammates set up? Prime D Wade, maybe right before LeBron got there especially, he always knew when to take over. He always knew when to defer. The guy just knew the game of basketball. Dwayne Wade.
How about a diamond 4-spot double?
Diamond 4-spot double? Let's go. Let's see Kurt Warner. Speaking of guys we're sleeping on, did you know Kurt Warner's #1 all-time in playoff passing yards per game, Ricky? Yeah. He's awesome. Love Kurt Warner.
From grocery bagger to Super Bowl champion.
He is, in my opinion, a top 10 quarterback of all time if we consider his prime. Again, started late. Started at 28. Didn't play as long as some of the all-time greats.
Yeah.
But you take his 5 best years against anybody else's 5 best years, there's very few guys that are better than Kurt Warner. Won a couple MVPs, a Super Bowl MVP. He's awesome. So first down, diamond double #3. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, Scott Deans, Josh Rouser, and leave it to Rick Beaver in the last spot. What's up, Charles Nelson? What's going on, Charles? Charles Nelson in the house. He's going to be in that multi-sport break, maybe. He's a big Braves fan.
Okay.
That Chipper Jones, Charles Nelson, used to be groundskeeper for the Braves.
Really?
You didn't know that about
No,
Charles?
I did not.
Oh, Charles and
I did not.
have you heard about the rumors?
Whoa.
Me, Charles, Dom, and Robbie are going to Riot Fest together to watch the Beach Boys. And Weezer and Green Day, other bands that are more
you
popular.
really want to
these
see the
days.
Beach Boys.
He wants to see the Beach
okay.
Boys. Charles is a diehard Beach Boys fan.
Okay.
So I've learned a lot about Charles's life on this show. Probably more than I care to know, but I love you, Charles. Scott, Josh, and Rick need 2 numbers, guys, in that double box break. 2 box numbers. Otherwise, I'll go to the wheel. Only 11 boxes left. Probably the last time I'll go to the wheel. Then I'll go to my picker wheel for the next couple boxes.
Because this will bring us down to 9 boxes.
Yeah, 9. Not many left, guys. Not many left. Love you too, comments, says Charles. Thank you, Charles. All love, my man. All love, brother man. Mr. Nelson. There we go. Leave it to Rick for 22. All right, Mr. Beaver. 22 works. The Emmitt Smith number. And then Rick wants 9 as well.
So 9 and 22.
9 and 22. All authentics in the diamonds, too, by the way. You know, you and I love multi-sports, so 1 and 4 can't miss. Right up our alley, but a lot of customers in this break room, you know this very well, Ricky. They are money obsessed. Where do I get the most value? How can I flip the helmets? I only want authentic helmets. Well, they're all authentics in the diamonds, Ricky. It is guaranteed authentic coming out in every box we open. So dice roll was 9 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I am not mooning Ricky, Charles Nelson. That's a Robbie only thing. I only moon our customers. I don't moon Ricky.
I wish Robbie would shake his.
My moonings come in the form of shaking helmets.
On the bottom, by the way.
So Ricky will not be getting mooned this show. I promise that.
God.
Sorry, Charles. I'm sorry that you won't see another man shake his butt in another man's face. I do apologize, but that is not that type of show, our show tonight.
No Rikishi.
No Rikishis tonight. There is a Ric Flair, though. There is a Ric Flair. Scott has the North. That is the NFC and the AFC North. Rick, the NFC South and AFC South. Scott, NFC East and AFC East. And Josh Rouser in the West, which, by the way, could be Kurt Warner and Puka Nacua both. So 9 and 22 coming up. Let's see what we got in the Jim McMahon box.
Ooh.
What do we got? Number 9. No, that's only Robbie. The UA After Dark show, if Robbie's not on it, we love Robbie, but I think he's the only guy that wants to moon people
Just so you know,
physically.
he does it on Thursdays too.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he
Okay.
shakes it on Thursdays.
Oh, well, good
too.
to know. Good to know. Oh, here's one. We're talking about Shaq and Kobe, Batman and Robin. Here's one of the better Robins in the league, Ricky. This is right up your alley. We have the terrific young Viking receiver on the Winter Warrior, Jordan Addison.
There we go.
Very nice, Scott Deans. Scott Deans, by the way, is living in the North. He is the real King of the North, King of the North, King of the North.
I mean, he won the Randy Moss.
Yes,
earlier.
he did. And now he's got Jordan Addison. And I can only presume Justin Jefferson will be next. Jay Jetter's on that race.
Maybe he's in the next box.
Maybe. That a boy, Scott Deans. You know what Scott is famous for doing around his neighborhood?
Streaking.
Streaking when he wins helmets.
Yep.
Actually, let me change that. He usually keeps his boxers on, but the shirt goes off. He waves the shirt in celebration when he wins.
He waves it in celebration.
So, great job, Scotty. Keeping the streak alive here with the Jordan Addison Authentic. USC product. A couple years ago, he was top 5, I think, in the league in receiving touchdowns. Very, very nice hit there on the Addison. I like these Winter Warrior helmets. They are
amazing.
very clean.
So today the NFL schedule was officially like announced.
I thought that was
like,
tomorrow.
So like home and away.
Okay.
And everybody in Minnesota Viking fandom feels very bad for Viking fans who live in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
Because we are the road team when we play the Browns, but we will be in London for that game.
Oh.
We have 2 back-to-back games, week 4 and week 5. One's in Ireland, one's in London, and I hate it. I absolutely hate
there's 2 international games for the Vikings.
So we play the Steelers week 4 in Ireland, and then we play the Browns in London week 5.
I guess one is a home, one's an away, I'm guessing.
They're both away.
They're both away?
They're both away games.
Okay, because like I will say if you play
So we
one
didn't lose any
overseas
home
game,
games.
you might lose a home game. So
Yeah, we lost 2 road games.
all right. Well, nice job, Scott, on the Jordan Addison, my man. A very clean Winter Warrior authentic. Nice hit on Mr. Addison. All right, the second box in the double. 22 called out by Rick here. Leave it to Beaver here to see if we got something really good in here, Ricky. Leave it to Beaver, as we say in the break room. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Ooh, all right. All right. Mr. Josh Rouser, rise up, my man. We got Puka Nakua on the Salute to Service Authentic with the black visor, the white ink, one of the best receivers in the league, Fanatic certified, Salute to Service on the bottom. When this guy is healthy, he's a top 5 receiver. It is tough to top him. Cooper Kupp, who I absolutely love. In my opinion, Ricky, Devontae Adams has more left in the tank than Cooper Kupp did. It's going to be very hard to stop the Rams next year with, Puka, with Adams, with Kyron Williams, with Matthew Stafford, Jared Verse to lead that defense. That is why last Wednesday, we have a Hot Take Wednesday segment. My hot take last Wednesday, Rams make the Super Bowl this year.
I'll give you a hot take, and it's Tuesday.
Okay.
The Raiders are going to make the playoffs this year.
That is a very hot take.
You know why I'm saying that, right? Have you heard that?
Because of Pete Carroll?
No, it's not because of Pete at all.
Okay.
So, since COVID...
Okay, here we go. One of the Ricky stats. Let's hear it.
So, since the 2020, the COVID season, WrestleMania...
here we go.
...has been in a football stadium.
Didn't you say this last week? Now I forgot about it.
And every single time WrestleMania was in L.A., both the Chargers and Rams made the playoffs. It was in Philly last year. Philly made the playoffs. Where was it this year? It was in Vegas.
If it's only that
plus
easy.
200 in some odds. Take the Raiders to make the playoffs.
Plus 200? Something is like
it
plus
was
2,000?
260 last time.
260?
To make the playoffs.
I'm shocked it's not like plus 800.
It's only to make the playoffs. It's not to win the Super Bowl.
All right.
Let me see if the odds have changed. It was 260 about 2 weeks ago.
All right. Well...
So that is my hot take.
Not take that hot take, but I like it, Ricky. It's a hot take for a reason, and I respect the passion and the logic that you have behind
just
it.
like when you trade away a superstar in the NBA, you'll get the number 1 overall pick because it's rigged.
The Mavericks. Yeah, LeBron said it was rigged, so I don't know. That's what he said a few weeks ago, apparently. Nice job there, Josh. Puka Nakua. Very nice indeed.
Odds have gone up, but it's plus 285 now.
Oh, so they got the WrestleMania tidbit and they changed the odds.
The Panthers have shorter odds to make the playoffs than the Raiders.
Really?
235 for the Panthers.
Okay, well, they do play in a worse division. They don't have to play Mahomes and the Chiefs.
The worst odds to make the playoffs.
Worst odds to make the playoffs?
Go.
Cleveland Browns.
Plus 820.
Is it really?
Yeah. And then followed by, the Giants right above them at plus 790.
That was my next guess. Yeah, well, it makes sense. It does make sense. Both play in tough divisions, and both teams leave a little to be desired.
Did you hear what Shedeur said last week?
No.
They asked him, "Are you going to pay DeAnthony Carter for to wear number 2?" And he goes, "My signing bonus ain't that much."
It's not 5th round pick.
He's like, I ain't gonna be paying for anything.
Nah, he was a 1st round pick. He would have paid for it, but not in the 5th round. So, guys, already got some action on the next diamond, by the way. Down to 9 boxes left. 3 to go in that new double way we're running it. Still got the Kurt Warner Hydro Speed Flex with the American Underdog inscription. Ever seen the movie, Ricky?
Yes.
It's a good movie. I saw it recently.
With Zachary Levi.
Yeah, I learned a lot about Kurt Warner's wife in it.
Okay.
I knew the whole backdrop of, obviously the grocery store to the Super Bowl. I knew how, Trent Green got hurt. I knew he was a Arena League guy. I did not realize all the stuff with his wife's personal life, with his kids. It was very good.
Now, the thing I wonder is, because, I'm going to bring in the movie Moneyball, right?
I love that movie.
So it's a great movie, but if you ask any of they have been on interviews, and people on that team have said that, the way the manager acted in the movie, not at all like he acted. They needed to make someone a villain. They made him the villain.
It's called a drama.
I wonder if Mike Martz was as big of a jerk to him as he was in the movie.
Now, I did read about it that Mike Martz originally was not high on him, but definitely exaggerated. There's no way. There's no way. The guy wins, goes out there and performs. Yeah, exaggeration on Mike Martz. But Kurt Warner, Mike Martz, one of the best stories in sports history. A guy that was, an FCS quarterback, didn't get drafted, played at a small school in Northern Iowa, didn't even start at Northern Iowa until the end of his career, Ricky. Backup for the Rams, gets a chance when Trent Green goes down, and the rest is history. The true American underdog. Really nice guy, too, Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner, a very religious, very family guy, just a good human being, Warner. He has actually a really interesting suggestion, Ricky. I don't know if you've heard this before.
Okay. No, I have not.
Kurt Warner, now doing a great job on television, Ricky, has suggested that all NFL teams should play on turf. Now, his logic being that the playoffs, we should see the best of each team. The playoffs, the weather, like in Buffalo, for example, shouldn't impact, who wins the game. He says the best way to have the best teams make the Super Bowl, even the playing field, everybody plays in the same conditions.
So he's saying every field should be turf, or the Super Bowl should be on turf?
Every field in the NFL. Everything should be closed, so no one has the elements in the NFL. I'm so, conflicted on that take.
No, I'm sorry.
You don't want that take?
I'm sorry. Artificial turf,
Yeah, all domes, as Alex said.
There's pros and cons. Honestly, you know what we should do, but I know all geographic regions can't do this. Do what Arizona does. Hey, we play in a dome, but we have actual grass, and they wheel the grass out into the sunlight.
The grass is safer.
Yeah.
But I think the logic behind it, all domes, not necessarily turf. And Moss is gone, Ronnie, and Sulaco. We have the Kurt Warner Hydro Speed Flex and the Justin Jefferson Rave.
I agree with the all dome.
Domes.
I don't agree with the turf.
No, I think he said all domes, just to clarify.
Okay.
I was just thinking turf in my head.
But
he wants all domes, so there's no Bears weather in the winter, no Bills weather, etc.
For a Super Bowl, I agree. For everyday football, when we had the Snow Bowl in Buffalo every year, I personally love that as a fan.
Yeah,
I want to see that. I want to see the elements.
Because I love that as a fan, but at the same time, I do get his logic as well.
What was the most fun as a kid, going out playing football and it starts to pour? Mm-hmm. That's
and
the
snow.
thing about football.
And you're
is
sliding.
we play through the weather. It's not like baseball where it's it's raining. Let's take a break.
Let's take a break. Soccer players play through it all.
They play through it too.
They're tough. Alex's relationship is great. In fact, the significant other is probably watching the show as we speak, Ronnie and Sulaco. Come on, Ronnie. Come on.
You've got me on a tangent when I bring out the baby voice.
I like it. So, 3 to go in that multi-sport, guys. Mm-hmm. 3 to go in that base diamond double, the new 4-spot style that we're trying for now. Also 4 to go in that practice squad.
2 headliners and 9 boxes in the diamonds.
Ronnie says paternity test. Of course. Unrelated to the show, speaking of relationships, I don't know I learned this today. I guess I learned it last year and I forgot. My fiance shares the same birthday as Joe Aguilar. They both have
Really?
birthdays today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, she's
Well,
30,
not to you, but
34. I'm not sure how old Joe is. I don't want to guess.
So I do have a question that you brought that up.
Yes.
And I'm asking this question because
Uh-oh.
A, you're getting married. B, I'm a How I Met Your Mother fan.
Okay.
I don't know if you've gotten here in the wedding planning.
Sure.
Band or DJ?
We have not gone there, no.
Apparently,
But it'll probably be a DJ.
there is a big debate between people. Some people are hard on the band side, and then there's people that are
DJ.
hard
You
on
get
the
multiple
DJ side.
things.
Okay.
DJ. I think we'll have a DJ because she is going to make a personal playlist that she wants to play.
Okay.
So I think it's
makes
going to be a
sense.
DJ. Maury, you are not the father. You are not the father.
Did you know he said when he watches some of those back, he doesn't remember what the results are? 'Cause
Of course
he's
he
done
doesn't.
so many.
He's seen a million of them. I don't blame him. We didn't have either at our wedding, says Joshua George. I mean, I might bust out in karaoke at my wedding, so
I have seen people do the karaoke.
karaoke is fun. 3 spots to go in that multi-sport. Let's see what this is all about, Ricky. As soon as we see 1 or 2 of these boxes, we see what the series is all about. Obviously got the bonus Brady prize, but I like all the different names in here. Got some really good basketball legends, Wade, Shaq, Julius Erving. I would say probably all 3 of those guys are in that, 10 to 20 range for best players ever. I would argue 3 top 20 players in basketball history, 4 top 20 players in basketball history with the Kevin Garnett. Ozzie Smith, David Ortiz, Chipper Jones, all of those guys, baseball Hall of Famers, obviously. Dan Marino, Steve Young, arguably 2 top 10 quarterbacks in the league. And then I'll get your take on this one, Ricky. Because there's no wrong answer. But, you're a Viking fan, so I'll get your take as a Viking fan. 1 receiver only, Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson?
Jay Jettas,
Jay Jettas?
hands down.
I agree. Just because...
Gotta go with my boy.
Look, I love Jamar Chase. He had the Triple Crown this year. He's incredible.
I'm sorry, Jamar Chase has a better court.
Yeah, exactly. We're heading the same direction.
Jay Jettas would do the same thing if he had Joe Burrow thrown to him.
Justin Jefferson made Nick Mullins and Josh Dobbs and Sam Darnold look like Kurt Warner. So the 2 best receivers in the league, Jamar Chase, who's my close second, and then mix it up, and then the best being Justin Jefferson in the Diamonds. Both are very much available right now.
Also, one's on a rave. The rave is always number 1 in my heart.
Yeah.
I love the rave.
Raves are the best.
They have I don't know if you know this, they've overtaken the Lunars for me. You know how much I love those Lunars.
I'm starting to think the raves have overtaken the flashes. Because I always ask that question, flashes or raves? And now I'm on the rave side. I've converted, Ricky.
Flashes are still 3 for me.
Yeah, flashes are 2. But yeah, I mean, it's take your pick. We did do a DNA test on our dog to see his breed. So there you go, Ronnie. Same, Alex. Was it Embark by chance? I'll look you up. Henry got his DNA test on Embark. Ricky is the number 1. Yeah, is he right? Is that right? I'm learning something new about you, Ricky, from Ronnie and Sulaco.
What did he say?
You're the number 1 spender on his wife's OnlyFans. Now, Ronnie has said that his wife tries to get all sorts of stuff from Alex Delette.
It's only fans at a PH.
Yes.
It's not,
Fans with
it's not the same
PH.
one.
He passed me up the other day, Ronnie. I found a 4th on her list. Okay. There you go. I thought you were number 1, Alex, personally, but I could be wrong. So 3 spots to go in that multi-sport, guys. All the headliners left. 3 spots to go in the 4-spot diamond double. Still got the Jettas and the Kurt Warner in the final 9 boxes. And I know guys are looking for headliner ratios. Practice Squad has a 14 and 24 chance. 24 boxes left. We got top 3 safety ever, Ed Reed. Top 5 corner ever, Darrelle Revis, do I dare say, on that rave. We got a top 5 pass rusher today, Aiden Hutchinson. A top 5 receiver in Puka Nacua. Top 10 running back, Marshall Faulk. Top 10 receiver, borderline, Michael Irvin, Steve Smith. A lot of icons in this practice squad, guys. Goes Ricky, William, Bob, and me.
It's the OnlyFans rankings.
Okay.
Spenders, apparently.
Ricky's keeping the lights on over here, says Ronnie. Okay, well, good to know, Ronnie. Good
Maybe
to know.
maybe I gotta look. Do I have debit card fraud? Am I making payments I don't know about?
I think Ronnie's imagination is very interesting. Very interesting imagination from Ronnie and Sulaco. So, guys, what do you think? What do you guys think? Oh, come on. Come on, Ronnie. We respect everybody in the break room. But 3 and 25 on the minis. Are the minis sold out, Vincent?
My sheet has one to go.
Oh, this is sold out? Yeah.
Is it?
So double check Ricky, excuse me. Just worked with Robbie last night.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, bud. Ricky.
Yeah, it does say so.
Minis are sold out. Jerseys are one to go.
Let me check this. Give me a second, because our running break sheet.
Robbie will update that, and I will also let you know, Vincent Franz.
Did it again.
You cannot call out numbers unless the host puts it in the chat first.
Well, in this case, I'll just say, tipped us off to
Yeah, let us know that it's ready.
break sheet.
I'll tone it down, says Ronnie. Let's break, baby. I like it, Ronnie. Oh, the Beach Boys on March 25th or May 25th. I'm not sure, Charles. That's awfully soon, May 25th. I'll go ahead and ask in the chat, though. I mean, it's got to be sold out, I'm guessing, Ricky. You'll probably figure out which one we're missing.
It is sold out. I'm just missing in order.
Okay. So Ricky will get that figured out. Mini double, go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. 2 box numbers for the mini double. Jersey break is coming up. And I clearly have jinxed the Cavs, Ricky, because it's now a 3-point game. So the jinx is on.
All right.
So minis are coming up. Then the jerseys probably right afterwards. 1 to go on that jersey break. And then probably the mix it up or the diamonds not too far behind. Charles won tickets on the radio over the weekend. The Steve Smith in the college is unbelievable, says Ronnie. That's what I said, Ronnie. I love that Steve Smith Utah Ute slid. That college break, by the way, only 5 to go in the double box break. Look at that beautiful Steve Smith helmet. It's a Smith thing in Utah. Alex Smith and Steve Smith. Some of the best Utah athletes of all time, Ricky. Mm-hmm. Halliburton's on fire, says Alex. Tell him to cool off, Alex. Tell him Kamen is the Cavs minus 8.5. Come on, Tyrese. Maybe his dad can get on the court and distract him or something. He's known for getting on the court.
Well, if we get Knicks and Pacers, it'll be battle of the dads, Brunson and Halliburton.
It's looking like it.
Plus, WWE called that too, by the way.
Of course they did.
Because they had both Brunson and Halliburton on last fall.
It's all about the WWE, Ricky. I'm learning. Drop me 2 box numbers for the minis, guys. Jerseys left then include Brett Favre, Champ Bailey, Ty Law, and Roger Staubach.
Is our entire life in sports just rigged?
It's not, Ricky. You're imagining things.
The draft lottery's got me thinking.
The Bulls did it a few years back. Mavericks did it this time. Every college box is a headliner, listed headliner with the gift card, or a filler with the gift card, all grade boxes. I agree, Alex. Do not sleep on that college. I want to get that series done tonight. 10 and 25, says Mark. Not to mention colleges are Chase Wheelspin tonight as well.
Mm-hmm. You said 10 and 25?
10 and 25 from Marky Mark. I see 10 and I see 25 both on our ticker here for Los Minis. Thank you, guys. And then jerseys are sold out as well. Those are on deck. Keep those orders rolling. Let's have a big night tonight. Pretty good day today in the break room. I definitely would say the 9 and the 3 p.m. shows were great. Let's make the 6 p.m. show great as well. 4 to go in that practice squad double. What are you looking for in there, Josh? What's the item that's got Josh interested? And let us know in that practice squad, Josh. Because almost everything is left, my man, in the practice squad. All right, dice roll was 9. Tell us I have someone for you. Hit me up. He's He's got a girlfriend, Ronnie. Hopefully nothing in that manner. Alex is
He's a taken man.
Happily taken. So 9 clicks. I have actually... Everyone assumes that the next guy to get married on staff will be Colin, like after me, because I got engaged. I think Colin's next.
Who's after that?
The long shot for the next guy to get engaged is Alex.
Before Robbie?
Oh no, Robbie's next. But after Robbie and
So the order right now in the list is like if we're looking at the big board, Colin's first, Robbie's 2, Alex.
yeah, but I'm betting on Alex before Colin. I just have a feeling.
Yeah. But like
Yeah.
on the big board, you
big
think he'll
board.
be taken before?
It'll be Robbie, then Alex, then Colin.
Then who's fourth?
We'll see.
Because I'm thinking the only one that I know for sure that has someone would be Rip. So does Rip?
Rip is married already.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Really?
He's married.
Then never mind. Off the
Yeah,
list.
Rip is taken.
I didn't.
Rip is taken.
Pardon me, Rip.
He's married.
Which I should know because he has said I have to ask the wife.
6 p.m. is always great when Kamen's on. Thank you, Charles. What about Dom getting married? We'll get there.
Alex says it's going to be Colin then Robbie.
Uh-oh.
Then
All
the
right.
odds get interesting because you got like me, Dom.
I think it's Robbie next.
It'll probably be Nick after Alex. 'Cause I know Nick has someone.
Okay, Nick has someone. I didn't
Nick
even know
does.
that.
I don't know about Mike. I think Mike, Dom, and I
Mike is
are
single
the-
last I knew.
are the next after that.
I think it's going to be Robbie next. I'm just going to leave it at that. I think it's going to be Robbie next. Charles Barkley guaranteed it'll be Colin, then Robbie. Okay. Well, I'll Charles Barkley guarantee it'll be Robbie first. I guarantee it. All right. How about this, Mr. Vincent Franz? Did not get his box numbers in time because Mark was first. But Mark's number is the winning number. The greatest defensive player ever, Lawrence Taylor on the Giants mini.
There we go.
That is awesome, Vincent Franz. That is very, very cool. So very nice.
Hey, sometimes it works out like that where it's like, oh, I didn't get my numbers. No, I'm not going to win. Hey, I won. Cool.
One of 2 defensive guys to win the MVP. 3-time Depoy, tied for the most ever with Aaron Donald in the 1 and 4. Also with J.J. Watt in the practice squad, by the way.
Ronnie, I don't.
Rip is
I don't get that.
Manti-Teo, hit air. I don't get that one.
Is he saying that Rip's wife is fake?
No, Rip's wife is definitely real.
I'm just saying because the Manti-Teo thing is that he had the fake girlfriend.
No, I've seen Rip's wife.
No. I believe
when he
you.
applied for the job.
I believe
he
you.
He does like a Rat Pack thing where he raffles off like random like collectibles. He does like a lot of like Disney stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I've actually seen his wife on his show.
Yeah.
She is very much real.
She is very much real.
I can confirm that. So Dom said that I'll be his best man, says Charles. Okay.
Okay.
I will believe that when I see it, Charles. I will believe that when I see it. Nice job there, Vincent Franz. Scariest football player of all time, Lawrence Taylor or Ray Lewis?
Ray Lewis by hands down. But I didn't watch Lawrence Taylor play.
I say Lawrence Taylor because he did my guy Joe Theismann dirty.
Yeah.
Not
I just
so.
say Ray Lewis because, you know, how many guys do you know had the best quarterback ever, the GOAT, say, you know what, I'm not going to throw it over the middle of the field when I play him.
Which guy? This guy, Tom Brady?
Yeah.
The greatest quarterback
he
of
has
all
said
time?
on tape that he would avoid throwing over the middle because he didn't want his wide receivers murdered
Right.
by
That's
Ray
true.
Lewis.
Tom Brady, by the way, a bonus
killer.
prize in the Mix It Up. Every single entry bought into the Mix It Up gets a chance at
Charles
Tom Brady.
Says, Common, you were there when he said it.
Yep. You hear that, Dom? If you're listening, I don't know if he is, but if you're listening, Dom, we have it on record. When you get married, Charles is the best man.
Charles is the best
That's
man.
that's the number one choice.
Charles says we need a Joe Theismann poll tonight.
Now, he assumed Dom would be my best man. That's what he said. I thought Dom is your best man, Common. I was like, I love Dom, but we'll see.
I figured you'd have a best friend that's going to be your best man.
Yeah, or Messi. I have a couple guys who I don't want to choose between.
You
so I'll
mean
probably go with Messi.
You mean Messi,
The dog.
the dog, not Messi.
dog.
I made the same mistake last time.
Yeah, right? Messi the dog.
I would love as a social media bit here if we did one where you officially ask Lionel Messi to be your best man.
He might respond. He's in that 1 and 4. He might actually send me something like nice or something.
I say we do it.
Let's do it.
Let's get
try.
some notoriety for it.
Hey, how about this, Vincent Franz? You got one of the best defensive players ever, the best in Lawrence Taylor, another Hall of Famer, another defensive star, the most career forced fumbles. It is Robert Mathis on the flash. That is very, very clean.
Look at that.
Vincent Franz, Robert Mathis. Tell you what, Ricky.
Yeah.
I will personally promise to you and our customers, if the Messi jersey comes out tonight, I will record something, ask Messi to be my best man. We got to pull that Messi jersey tonight.
And we're going to post it on the Ultimate Autographs?
Yes, we will.
Okay.
Lionel Messi will tag him.
I say let's get it out there.
Let's get it out there.
Let's get it out there. Let's pull that Messi jersey.
Otherwise, I'm keeping it, Ricky.
Otherwise, yes. Them the rules.
Here's that retail value, by the way, on the Messi jersey, guys. $4,500. Mm-hmm. Most goals and assists combined in soccer history. Lionel Messi. He's got the most assists ever. He's definitely up there for goals as well. An icon of the game, Leo Messi. Nice, says Vincent Franz. Nice indeed, sir. Robert Mathis, love that Colt flash. Looks very clean.
Clean.
All right, jersey break is coming up next. By the way, I got to tell the customers out there, the guys that maybe don't have as much money to spend for some of these expensive diamond 1 and 4 breaks, vault breaks. Tom Brady, I'll say, usually, Ricky, is in a diamond break, a vault break, a 1 and 4 break, where you got to pay hundreds of dollars to get in. Yep. This Tom Brady helmet could be yours for $59 in the Mix It Up new series. Every single entry in that series, every single break spot is an entry for the Tom Brady Speed Flex. So top spot drawing at the end of the series. Every single headliner is left. So you have a chance at Tom Brady for as little as $59 if you have that winning spot for the Brady Flex. You hear that, guys? Start buying another 1 and 4 to go get that Messi jersey pulled. That's right, Charles Nelson. That's what I like to hear, my man. Get in that 1 and 4. All right, jersey break is next. We got Tyler Cameron, Eric Linnell, Abel Lozano, Michael Leon, and Mark McAdams. Jersey single number 13. Actually, Ricky, it's already up. Robbie put it up last night. It's on the left here. You're good. I'm saving you a little bit of time. I was like, what is he doing? It's already up there.
I was like, we don't need the nightlight.
No, we were considering dropping that last night, potentially.
The nightlight?
No, the Mix It Up.
Oh.
If we got the baseball clothes.
I was like, hold up. Wait a minute.
No, we're not dropping your series. Not that one. So who's got a box number in the jerseys, guys? I was like, is he putting that one up? Oh, he is.
I'll be honest. I just assumed that was the 1 and 4.
Yeah,
I'm so used to the 1 and 4 being there.
Yeah, 1 and 4's over there this time.
Woo! PCA. That'll help my fantasy
Did
team.
he get any stolen bases, Alex? I know Steven Ryan's got the stolen base.
60 plus.
He might get it, Ricky.
He might turn into the new Ronald Acuna Jr.
Oh, I love that. Box number in the jerseys, guys. 30 seconds. Otherwise, I'll go to the wheel here.
The wheel.
Maybe there's a PCA filler in the Mix It Up.
Maybe.
That'd be nice.
You know
is there a Cub spot? I don't think there's a Cub spot, though.
You know who his mom is, right?
I do. Yes. I have heard the stories.
She was the mom in Little Big League.
No Cub spot, Ricky.
Boo.
Not yet. 1 for 2. Okay, he'll get one. No box number for the jerseys, guys. So I'll go to the wheel here. Wheel out of 30 for the jerseys. Yes, it's a lot of good stuff left in the jerseys. Brett Favre could be coming up. No Cub spot. I looked. There's a White Sox spot, though. Probably the Frank Thomas secondary headliner. I want that Brady helmet, says Charles. I'm guessing Charles is getting in that. Mix it up, maybe, Ricky, for that Brady lid. All right, let's see what we got for the jersey break. Spinning the wheel for the jerseys here. Good luck, guys. How about number 9, Ricky?
Number 9.
Number 9 in the jerseys. I think 9 is gone. I believe 11 is the closest. If you want to just double check, but it should be 11.
Yep.
So,
5 and then 11.
all right. So Tyler, Eric, Abel, Michael, and Mark. Good luck, gentlemen. Playbook jersey number 13, 1-3. Show me something good.
Show me the money, Jerry.
Show me the money, Jerry. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise. All right, let me get these guys queued up here. All righty. So 9 clicks. Good luck, everybody. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, Tyler, you've got the NFC North. Michael, you've got the NFC South. Tyler's got the NFC East. Eric, NFC West, AFC North. Abel, AFC South. Mark, AFC East. And Tyler has the AFC West here. 17 out of 30 coming up. Actually, 11 out of 30, excuse me. I'm looking at the 11, guys. It is box 11.
The wheel had spun.
The wheel has spoken. Oh, how about this? How about a champ? A Champ Bailey, Ricky.
There we go.
One of the best corners of all time. 12-time Pro Bowler. More than any cornerback ever. Also has the most passes defended in NFL history. Love the orange jersey. The navy stripes on the side. Beckett QR code. AFC West, Tyler Cameron. You've got the Champ Bailey. That is very nice. Very, very nice indeed on Tyler Cameron's win, Champ Bailey. Colin said something the other day, maybe it was a couple weeks ago, and I was thinking about it. I was like, I might agree with this. He was talking about the best pure cornerback of all time. Because Deion Sanders, because of his return yards, he did some receiving. He was a better overall football player than Champ Bailey. But Champ Bailey, you can make a case as potentially the best cornerback to ever play the game.
Darrelle Revis.
Darrelle Revis is up there too. Darrelle Revis, by the way, in the practice squad. Champ Bailey also in the mini helmets, guys.
Don't forget, early in his career, he was great and then fell off. Namni Asamoah.
He was good.
We forget about Namni.
Ty Law's very good in the jerseys as well. A lot of good ones. I know there's a great local signing by you guys. Tucker, Shoulder, and Hap. I'm sure the Cubs are coming. Yeah, I'm sure Alex will be there.
Yeah.
I cannot speak for our owner, but I'm pretty sure if it's a local signing, we'll have all those guys in the break room very soon. So, Kamen, your autograph is priceless. Thank you, Charles, with those 3 inscriptions, my man. I cut Charles a deal, Ricky.
Did you?
I told him if he wins the break in a show I'm hosting, I'll give him my autograph. And I did. Man, my word. Sign it on the next card.
What is this, the 3rd ever Breaker autograph we've sent?
We've had a little bit more. We've had a little bit more.
Since I've been here.
Yeah, since you've been here. We had a triple sign item, me, Steven, and Colin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe and I have signed a box before.
Okay.
The first time I worked with Joe.
Okay, that's cool.
Robbie signed the glasses for Jeff Cook.
For the Cooks.
And you signed?
Yeah. Well, there's a customer, Anthony Luigi, longtime
Yep.
customer. He's a Cowboy fan.
Gear Profit.
Gear Profit, yeah. He got my autograph a couple years ago, and he was really upset to hear that Charles got the auto. He thought he had a one of one.
It's a one of one. No, it's a one of two. Still got number 1.
I signed like a couple autographs when I worked in Arkansas, my first local TV station. But one of few, I'll put it that way. How much is it worth? Priceless, as in it doesn't have a price. It's so worth nothing, as Charles
It's worth
said.
whatever you can get someone to buy it for.
Right? Let's go, says Neon Shark. Let's go indeed. Great job, Tyler Cameron, Champ Bailey autograph jersey. Ricky, before we forget, I've not seen him in the chat. Let's go ahead and knock out that mini personal.
Okay.
Because I know it happens a lot on the night shows. We forget to do it. Josh has been... I mean, you know how I know Josh is not in the break room right now? There's a Kyron Williams and Jerome Bettis dual sign speed flex
Yeah.
in the can't miss 1 and 4,
Yeah.
and he's not in that break. So we'll knock out that personal next. Oh, Neon Shark is Tyler Cameron. There we go. I am Tyler Cameron. I am the winner of that break. The great champ Bailey.
So you probably know this already, but Steven and I were talking about this. The odds have actually gone down since then, or since Sunday. Do you know off the top of your head right now what Aaron Judge's odds are to win the AL MVP? May 13th, 2025?
Probably like minus 140 or something.
Minus 1450.
1450.
1450.
Well, it makes sense. He deserves it. He deserves it, Ricky.
We're in May, and if I bet $1 on him to win MVP and he wins it, I will get 7 cents on the dollar.
You're not allowed to bet that he won't win MVP, though. I don't think that exists.
Well, some books do.
Okay. 'Cause
But
what if he gets
FanDuel
injured?
does not.
I probably bet the opposite if the odds are that high. Every other player in the league, I'll take the opposite.
My buddy was like, put a bet on Bobby DeWitt right now, just in case Judge gets injured.
Yeah. The Phantom Mini Alex was the triple sign, by the way. It was supposed to be a Jim McMahon. It was me, Colin, and Steven triple signed what should have been a Jim McMahon mini. Elway's Mother's Day and Champion League wins are good. Wife is a Bronco fan. There we go.
Broncos country.
Let's go. Let's ride.
ride.
Russell Wilson got a Bronco part of that speed flex in that 1 and 4. Personals, Joshua Simmons. I'm going to spin the wheel for his mini. And yeah, Charles did get 3 inscriptions. Got his money's worth on my auto.
Yeah.
3. I think I wrote Joe Theismann and Grandma say hi. I wrote You've Been Mooned. And I wrote hashtag Go Braves because Charles is a Braves fan.
You've been mooned.
You've been mooned.
You've been mooned.
So stuff you would think I would inscribe, Ricky. Adds up. I'll put it that way. Adds up.
Only 4-point Cav lead.
They got this. Spin the wheel here. Spin the wheel. How about number 1? Actually, this is the wrong wheel. I don't know why it says 1 out of 30. It's actually a 36 wheel, which is probably for the 1 and 4. I'm going to update the title. I'll go to the 1 to 30 actual wheel. Because we don't have box 36, Ricky.
Yeah.
That's not one of the boxes we do have available. Let me pull up a 1 to 30 wheel spin. It's actually out of 36, but the top says 1 out of 30. So I can see why it might get confusing. Let me respin. Actually out of 30 here. How about 17? 17, Ricky. In the minis. JA17, this is the mini personal for Josh Simmons. 23 is the closest? Yep, 23 is coming up then, Josh. That is your mini personal. We got 34 people watching in honor of Shaquille O'Neal, available in that Mix It Up. We have only 3 spots to go in that double box break. Every entry gets a chance at a Tom Brady Speed Flex. 1 in 240 chance for every break spot you buy. It's actually 2 for the double spots. Everything left, guys, in this brand new series.
Works like one big chase wheel spin list.
Exactly right. And then we do have also now 2 to go in this diamond break, by the way. The 4-spot break, where you have the North, which is NFC North and AFC North, the South, the East, and the West. 9 boxes left.
Have to go on that.
Have to go on that. Jefferson Rave and Kurt Warner Hydro Speed Flex guys are still left in that break. Still got 4 to go in the practice squad. What's left in the practice squad? How about everything, Ricky? We have not pulled a single photoed headliner yet, I believe, in this series. Let's see. Love is on there.
Odds are just going
I see Reed is on there. Steve Smith, Michael Irvin. I see Darrell Revis. J.J. Watt's on there. Hutch is on there. Marshall Faulk is on there. Yeah, all the headliners are left. All the photoed headliners are left. I think we pulled 1 secondary headliner only in that series, Len Dawson. So a lot of good stuff on that break page. We're very close on a bunch of these breaks. Get your spots, guys. Get your spots. All right, Joshua Simmons, mini personal, the play action mini, 23 out of 30. We got the MJ box number. Man, it must be you, Ricky, because I'm seeing Vikings galore tonight. It's not salt, it's pepper. Dante Culpepper, 3-time Pro Bowler. Wow. Ricky's doing the rolling think he was doing. Led the league in passing yards one season, passing touchdowns another. That is very nice, Joshua Simmons, on your Dante Culpepper mini.
Beautiful hit.
Now, I mentioned, Ricky, the Rams is my favorite standard authentic. The Vikings is my second favorite standard of the game today.
Okay.
I love the purple Viking. Looks incredible.
I personally like the old school one. I like the darker purple.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I like the new one better.
I grew up on the dark purple.
That's fair.
So
start buying into that 1 and 4 so the messengers can be pulled for Kamen, right, Charles? I like Charles. He's always got my best interest in mind. I'm going to be in a bad mood, Ricky, if someone else pulls that Messi jersey.
Like Bad Moon Rising?
Yeah, yeah. I might actually do what his girlfriend did.
Oh, we don't
burn
want that.
my house down. I'll burn the building down.
I was like, don't burn the UA building
I'm
down.
not burning the building down. That actually would be really bad if you think about it. Because imagine burning this place down with all the memorabilia we have. That's like thousands of dollars
comes
you
in,
have to pay.
Who did this? Kind of goes, Seth Rollins. He burned it down.
No, nothing is burning here in the break room. It's just burning with fire memorabilia, Ricky. And that's all that's going on here. So great job, Josh, on the Dante Culpepper.
No, we don't want the cops thinking that there was some insurance issues going on here.
No insurance issues here. Just awesome autographs, helmets, jerseys, and the like. Here's that Randy Moss, by the way. Beautiful lid. That one got pulled. The Brady helmet still available in the Mix It Up series as a bonus prize at the end. The two-tone Hydro Speed Flex with the gold ink, straight cash, homie. I think personally, Ricky, it's a matter of personal preference. You're a Viking guy. I absolutely love Randy Moss. He's one of my favorite players ever. But I like Kurt Warner even slightly more. And I think, again, because blue and yellow are my jam, and the blue visor, I still think the Kurt Warner helmet is better. Okay. Now, only way to find out, pull the Warner helmet, then compare next to the Randy Moss helmet. Little side-by-side comparison, Ricky.
Why not?
Now, let's get that Kurt Warner next, guys. The blue visor, the American underdog. It's a Hydro Dip Speed Flex. Something about yellow and blue together speaks to me. Speaks to me on that Kurt Warner helmet. That thing is phenomenal. So only 2 spots to go. We could have Warner. We could have Jettas. Let's get this done in that 4-spot double box break.
And Kamen, you said your bet tonight was Cavs -8.5.
No, don't tell me.
I have started a new trend starting tonight.
They're up 8 now.
I'm officially going to do it.
Fade me?
No.
Okay.
What you do is every single game, don't worry about who's pitching. Don't worry about the weather. Don't worry about anything. Just put money on Aaron Judge to hit a home run.
You would profit.
That's what I'm thinking.
The other thing I will do every single game is bet against the Rockies.
Most of the time.
That's the other.
Funny thing, I brought this up with my buddy yesterday. You have 4 teams that have 25 or 26 wins after yesterday. What's the Rockies' pace right now? 25 wins.
I had the live line -16.5 in the Padres game over the weekend. I covered 21-0, Ricky.
Yeah, was that the 20-run game?
It was live line -16.5 in the 5th inning. That's pretty bad.
On Thursday, game 1, I took the Tigers -1.5, and they blew them out. Should have done the same thing for game 2.
Parsons is gone, Cody, but if you want Cowboy hits, I recommend the practice squad for you, my man. We have 2 Cowboy headliners, Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith, for less than $100. Get in that practice squad double and get them both in the NFC East. So that is very nice.
Moses says parlay Judge home run with Rockies loss. Yeah, depending on who they're playing, though, that might
the
not
Rockies
boost.
is not worth it. Do like the -1.5 or something. The spread on the Rocky game.
Depending on who they're playing, but most times whoever's playing is going to be like at least +2 something.
Yeah. All right. Oh, Cody's in that one already. Is Cody in the practice squad, Ricky? Can you double check to make sure Cody's in
I
there?
believe he may be.
He's a Cowboys fan. He's got to be in there, right?
Cody's in the single.
In the
and
single.
in the double. He's got one spot in each.
So you're in those, Cody. Those should happen tonight. Get your Cowboys, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith. I do have another series recommendation for a Cowboys fan. I would go in the college, get C.D. Lamb on Oklahoma. You don't see as many Oklahoma, helmets that are Cowboy players. C.D. Lamb, that's the Chase Wheelspin tonight in the college break. So we got the Lamb still out there, guys. The Steve Smith Sr. secondary headliners, Tim Brown, LaShawn McCoy, Hines Ward, Warren Moon. It's a 6 and 8 chance at a headliner in the college. Can you see what else Cody's in by chance, Ricky, if he's in something else?
Let me see.
1 to go in that multi-sport, by the way, guys. Now 3 spots to go in the practice squad double. And then 4 to go in that multi-sport single as well.
I only have him in those 2 practice squads.
So you're just in the practice squads, Cody. You want to get in something else? Get your spots now, my man. Get your spots now, and let's make things happen in the break room, right? So I think the next break is the Mix It Up single, 1 spot to go. Cannot wait to see what comes out here. It's like tough to pick. I mean, I like that KG ball. I said the Wade jersey, the Bears jersey, the Merino mini's nice. I love that orange ink for Jamar Chase. You can't go wrong with any of those. So, yes. So the gift card, by the way, Moses, for hitting the elite status, that $44 gift card, you can actually take that code and apply it to any break that we have. I know it says replica helmets, but that will work for any break that you might use that on, my man. And we do have a Moses mini personal, I'm told.
Moses got a mini.
Thanks, guys, says Cody. I'm building a cabinet for my helmets while listening to you guys. True. There we go.
Nice.
Build that cabinet and come get some more here in the room. So we're not yet sold out, so let's do Moses' personal real quickly.
Absolutely.
Moses, what number would you like, sir? Box number on your mini personal, Moses Cohen.
Ooh, my buddy just texted me. Big moment for Alex just said it. Ballesteros making his MLB debut. 1 out, bases loaded.
Grand Slam. Let's get it started, right?
First ever Grand Slam. I'll take it.
How's everyone doing tonight? Doing great, Ryan McCall. Doing great. We'll be doing even better if the Messi jersey comes out.
Absolutely.
That's for sure. That's what I want to see. Because, I mean, if I don't see the Messi jersey tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to get antsy, Ricky.
And it's got to come out tonight for you to ask Messi on social media to be your best man.
That's exactly right. I will record that on social media, asking him to be my best man if we pull that Messi jersey tonight.
Now, real talk question. Have you already asked someone to be your best man?
I have not, no.
Okay.
No.
Because I was going to say, will it be awkward if Messi says yes and you have to go, hey, buddy?
I think they would understand. I think they would understand.
Hey, buddy.
Sorry, bud. 27 from Moses. 27. That should be there in the minis. Thank you, sir. 2-7 coming up. And keep those orders going, guys. 7 minis left, and I'm still seeing 5 headliners, now an 8. Champ Bailey, Jim Kelly, Eric Dickerson, Warren Moon, Aaron Jones. Currently a 5 and 8 chance at a headliner in the minis.
Maybe Moses is going to get mooned right here.
Good, yeah, I want to moon Moses for sure. Michael Mooning Wilcox better get in this break. We said 5 and 8 chance at a headliner. This is not a headliner. It is Dwayne Bowe. Somewhere over the Dwayne Bowe. Terrific wide receiver for the Chiefs. Back when they didn't have a quarterback. This guy led the league in receiving touchdowns. Anyways, Ricky, beautiful rave. The yellow lid for Moses Cohen. Hey, yo, what's up? Warner's still out there. Yes, Scott Deans. Only 9 boxes left. Come and get that Kurt Warner lid, my man. Let's get the college lids moving, says Mark. I agree. NFL leader in receiving touchdowns in 2010, Dwayne Bowe. It's William Maynard's favorite player of all time, Ricky.
Dwayne Bowe.
Yeah, he loves them.
Over to Dwayne Bowe.
Somewhere over the Dwayne Bowe.
And we will be doing a mix-it-up double.
All right, double, singles not far behind.
Nick closing it out.
Thank you, Nick, in that new Mix It Up series. Good to have you, my man, in that awesome break.
I believe Nick's eighth ever order with us.
Ooh, how about that? How about that? Are you sure, Moses? That is way too nice, my man. I mean, I won't say no, but that is very nice. I guess I'll take it, Ricky. Says, Kamen, you can have it. You're a Chiefs fan. Enjoy. All right. Well, that's super nice, Moses. You don't have to, my man. The last time Moses gifted me something, I was not allowed to display it in the home. He gifted me a Michael Vick rave.
Oh.
And because of the whole dog incident situation, the fiance locked it up in a closet.
I can understand that.
So
wait, but it was a Falcon rave?
Falcon rave.
You just say, babe, but that was Falcon Michael Vick. That you're thinking of Eagle Michael Vick. We hide our Beagle Vicks and Eagle.
I got you.
Falcon Michael Vick was the good guy.
So I'll keep this. I'll keep this next to me, I guess, so we don't forget.
Yeah, I took him off the winner sheet.
Thank you, Moses. Appreciate you, my man.
Thank you, Moses.
That is way too nice. Mix It Up double coming up. That is Jeff August, Eric Linnell, Mark McAdams, Joshua George, John Poole, Ryan McCall, and Nick Delacker. Excuse me, Nick Delacker. Mix It Up double number 1. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. 1 out of 30 in the Mix It Up.
Well, that's like on the After Dark show. Shout out Timothy Sievert. Got a headliner package. Ended up going to me because he said, Ricky, Robbie, you guys one of you can keep the Roger Staubach.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Because he's a Packer fan, didn't want any Cowboy coming into his house.
That's fair. 15 and 21, Ricky.
15 and 21?
15 and 21.
Do that. I'm putting up the next double as we speak. 1 to go in that 4-spot diamond.
All right, let's get that done. I know Scott Deans is in there looking for Kurt Warner.
Sales numbers one more time.
15 and 21. We got Mahomes and Primetime. Also only got 2 to go in the single 4-spot break, Ricky. So they are digging the diamonds. And we do have the old version of the single bought into, 7 to go in that one, too.
Yep.
So you guys are loving that 4-spot diamond with the better odds to win, less spots, quicker the break goes down. I get it. So Jeff down to Nick, 15 and 21 coming up in the Mix It Up.
I'm trying to think, was R.W. McCorders with the Bears 21?
He might have been. Moses, I will defer you to customer service because that is our protocol. I'm not saying you would abuse this because obviously you're an awesome guy. You would not do that. I will say you from past experience though, Ricky, we've had multiple customers claim that a code doesn't work to get a free gift card, then use the code afterwards. So I would defer you to customer service. That is our protocol. I get what you're asking for. I'm not saying you would do it, Moses, but I have seen multiple guys abuse that before.
Our grade A customer service can set you up.
Yes, so they will take care of you on that gift card, my man.
Scott's saying, let's see the Messi. We got to close out the 1 and 4 to get the Messi.
Come on, let's get that 1 and 4 done, Scott. You know that's what I want. Good luck, everyone, says Ryan McCall.
2 to go on the single 1 and 4.
Ooh, let's go. The Red Mahomes did get pulled, Scott, but mostly everything else that's good is left in that series. So, 9 clicks. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We also, Ricky, believe it or not, you and I don't control the Signature Club.
Yep.
It's outside the break team. So when it's anything involved with Signature Club rewards, we defer to our customer service team on that.
Absolutely.
So if it's a question about statuses and tiers and not getting something, they're in charge of that entirely themselves. They keep their own records. We do not keep records of that. So if it's a issue of SIG Club stuff, I would definitely email customer service, and Moses knows very well. They'll take care of him very early tomorrow.
And Scott Deans, the reason why he's saying let's see that Messi is he's the one that brought that 1-4 single down to 2 to go.
Let's go, Scott. A Messi jersey again, retail value $4,500. It is my favorite athlete of all time. Love Lionel Messi. Watching him play soccer, to me, Ricky, is the best thing I do with my life. He brings me so much joy.
Best thing?
It's the best thing about my life, watching this guy play soccer. It is, besides hanging out with my fiance. Just gotta mention, it's her birthday today. I gotta mention that. It is her birthday today.
I'm surprised she didn't pull the, hey, can't you take off one night?
Yeah.
Can't we go out to dinner for my birthday?
We're going tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like, I work during the day on Wednesday. We can go tomorrow night.
That's what we're doing. Yeah, we got to figure it out. We actually went to lunch today. She works a different schedule too, so
True.
She has like an afternoon to night schedule, but gets off like earlier than I do type schedule. Josh has the Niners, White Sox, Hawks, and Hornets. Jeff has the Bears, Braves, Browns, and Tigers. Ryan's got the Dolphins, Cardinals, Broncos, and Phillies. Jeff has the Bengals, Expos, Bulls, and Magic. Eric has the Celtics, Reds, Seahawks, and Pistons. Lakers, Padres, and Rams is Mark McAdams. John Poole, Heat, Dodgers, Falcons, and Supersonics. Then we got the 76ers, Red Sox, and Eagles for Nick. So every single person in this break gets their name in ×2 for the Brady giveaway list. So let's see. Jeff has actually 2 spots. He's already got 4 entries potentially for the Brady helmet at the end of the series here, Ricky.
Yep.
I've watched a lot of footage of Pele J. Bowerson. Pele's an icon. The biggest difference between Messi and Pele is the way they pass the ball, Ricky. Both guys dribbling and scoring, iconic. But Pele does not pass like Messi. I'll put it that way. Messi's like Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan.
Yep.
He passes and scores. Obviously, Pele was great at the World Cup as well, but Pele didn't play in the European leagues. He played just in Brazil, which was, obviously Brazil was Brazil, but different level of competition. Yes, there's a Brady giveaway, Moses. It is in the new Mix It Up series. It's a 30-box series. Every single entry in the series has a chance at the Tom Brady. You buy 1 spot in the single, you have a 1 in 240 chance. The double gets you 2 spots. Let's just say you buy a bunch of spots in the single and double. You can get like 30, 50, 60, as much as 100 spots if you want for the Brady helmet.
If only Messi was here to open that box.
I know, right? I love Messi. I will also say, I'll preface this to Jay's question, though. Honest response, Ricky. I do put Messi as my GOAT because having GOAT discussions is what makes sports fun. But the God-honest truth is, it is very hard to compare eras.
Yeah.
There's no 100% definitive answer of Messi versus Pele because we just can't compare.
Yeah.
But I would put Messi number 1 personally, Pele being number 2 for me. All right, box 15 coming up in the Mix It Up. Box 15 coming up. All right, we got ourselves one of the best tight ends in football right now, David Njoku, the Pro Bowler for the Browns. It's been a rough time in Cleveland the last few years. Here's one of the few bright spots. They got 5 quarterbacks right now within their organization, Ricky. They're throwing darts at which quarterback is going to be the one that sticks. I can promise you this. Whether it's Shador, whether it's Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, Kenny Pickett,
but they didn't
Deshaun Watson.
They didn't throw a Jackson dart, though.
They didn't, but they'll throw to this guy, and he'll make their quarterbacks look a little bit less bad.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way. That is the AFC North. Not the AFC North, actually. That's the Brown spot, excuse me. Jeff August with David Njoku.
I think Shador is going to shine in Cleveland.
You think so?
I think so. Also, the one guy I'm really excited for down there. Played in the state of Ohio in college. Now he gets to play for the Browns. Judkins.
Okay.
Sanders to Judkins. That's
He's
going to be
good.
a dangerous future.
I think Sanders will be the starter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd go as far as shine, but this guy will make him, make his life easier. What does a young quarterback do? Check down to the tight end. A couple years ago in 2023, Ricky, when he played 16 games, 882 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns, Pro Bowl, David Njoku. He had that incident where his face almost got burned off, ended up playing anyway.
Yep.
One tough son of a gun, Mr. Njoku.
Came to the game with the mask over his face.
Yeah, that was cool. That was very cool.
It's intimidating, I'll tell you what.
You can't, question this guy's toughness. That's for sure. By the way, to mix it up, Ricky, I think it's an 18 and 30 chance at a headliner counting secondary. It's now 18 and 29.
Yep.
That was the and more section. David Njoku. It was Collins' fault. Is that right, Jeff? Okay.
It's always Collins' fault.
With Jeff, it is. That's for sure.
Apparently.
He had a hashtag in earlier. I was like, I know he's kidding, but,
Is he kidding?
Stuff on the internet can get very, misinterpreted. Imagine being a new customer and you're watching the show and you're seeing people saying, fire Colin. I'm like, whoa. Everyone's like, that guy must be awful. I'm like, no, he does a great job, Colin Rudisill. Dan the Man next, please, says Ryan McCall. That's right, Rye. You have the Dolphin spot, I'm guessing, then? Let's see. Where's the Dolphin spot? Dolphin spot. Am I blind here? I got to look for Ryan McCall, apparently. Dolphins, yep. Dolphins, Cardinals, Broncos, and Phillies. Nice hit on the Njoku jersey there. And we do have a mix-it-up single on deck, Ricky. So, good. We get this series done tonight. We see the Brady helmet tonight. We get them tomorrow. We see the Brady helmet tomorrow.
Well, that's a problem. With so many teams in there, that cell is like a size 15 compared to the top one that's a size 19.
Right?
Because I just was like, oh, let's make them all even. Then I couldn't read any of the Ryan McCall, and I was like, you know what? That's why they're different sizes.
Makes sense.
A little smaller.
Makes sense. All right, 21 is next. 21 is next here. This is the double box break. 21 called out by the aforementioned Ryan McCall. Oh, we got the Worm, baby. One of the best defensive players in basketball history, former Defensive Player of the Year, 7-time rebounding champion, Basketball Hall of Famer, Bulls legend, Dennis Rodman. Very nice jersey, Beckett QR code on the Chicago jersey. Who's got the Bull spot, Ricky? Jeff August wins again. Jeff cannot stop winning. Dennis Rodman, a secondary headliner, and a good one on the awesome Bulls jersey. It's not a lottery or ticket, Scott. Let me actually pull it up. You've got it pulled up, Ricky, don't you?
Yeah, I put them in there.
Mix it up Brady entries. So every single spot in the series gets a chance at Tom Brady.
So it's like a chase wheel spin.
Yeah, it's a chase wheel spin, basically. Well put, Ricky. So, for example, Jeff August got himself 2 spots in that double. Actually, it was 1 spot in the double is worth 2 entries.
Yeah, he had 2 spots.
So he's got the 2 spots, Jeff, for getting in that double. You get in the double, you get 2 spots. The single gets you 1 entry spot for the Brady.
But like you said, since he bought 2 spots, he really got 4 spots.
He did get 4 spots. So that a boy, Jeff, Rodman, and Njoku. Let's
Great
keep
hits.
the series going.
Great hits.
One of my favorite books I've read, Ricky. Now, I'm a lot busier the last, in adulthood, you get busy. But one of my biggest passions in middle school and high school was reading sports autobiographies. And I read a little bit in college. I might have read this in college or afterwards, but I read Phil Jackson's book, 11 Rings. And in the book, he talks about managing personalities. Obviously, Jordan, Pippen, Shaq in this mix it up, Kobe, He's managed a lot of all-time great players.
Yeah.
Where egos are big. Rodman, one of the guys he coached with the Bulls. One of the most interesting things in the book, it's not that he didn't discipline Dennis sometimes. He did. But he learned that sometimes you got to let Dennis be Dennis.
Absolutely.
He might break curfew, be out till midnight, go drinking, go partying. One thing that Phil Jackson knew, the next game, Dennis Rodman will give you 100% every single time, no matter what.
Well, I mean, proof of that was in the documentary they did during COVID.
Oh, I love that documentary.
So they let Rodman, they're like, you know what? You can go to Vegas, blow off some steam during the season. You got to be back by this date. Well, he wasn't back. So who went and got him? Michael went and got him.
Yeah.
Michael's like, I'm bringing him back. And after that happened, Phil's like, they're in practice. All right, we're going to do a drill where you guys are going to start running laps. When they blow the whistle, whoever's in front, we do not stop until everybody is in front of him. Or no, wait. It was whoever's in last. You then got to beat him. They blew the whistle. Rodman was in last. He took off. And like Michael before that was like, guys, let's just take it easy. When he blows the whistle, whoever's like the pace guy who we're supposed to beat, just, go easy. Rodman was that guy when he blew the whistle, and Rodman just took off, and it took them forever to catch him.
Yeah, he was ready. We'll spin the wheel with all the names. Yes, Scott, exactly right. Once the series closes, that's exactly right. Like Ricky said, basically a massive chase wheel spin list. Now, I want to get this closed up tonight, but in the off chance that it doesn't close tonight, closes tomorrow at 9, 12, 3, 6, whatever, you do keep your name in there. It's not like the normal wheel spin where you got to get in tonight to be in the list. You keep your spots no matter what. Mix it up, single number 1. Go ahead and drop me a box number, guys. Julian Andrade, John Sutter, Ryan McCall, Tom Kozic, and Scott Dean's in here. Mixed it up single. Scott says, cool. Yes, sir. Cool is the other side of the pillow. 1 to go in that diamond double box, the 4-spot break.
Breaking news.
What's that?
We will have our first chance at the message.
Oh, let's go!
The 1 and 4 single has closed.
That is what I'm talking about, Ricky. So who's got a box number in the mix it up? 7 says Ryan. Thank you, Rye. Let me get 7 off the ticker here. So that is good. And then we do have the 1 and 4 on deck, and then probably diamonds in the hole. Probably my favorite breaks in the room, the 1 and 4 of the diamonds, Ricky. A lot of goodies in both of those. All right, so 7 for the box, 9 for our dice roll here. Good luck, guys. I will definitely lose my Cavs bet, Ricky, but I've been hot this week. I'm playing with extra money, as I say.
I don't know how you bet against the Pacers right now.
They're on fire. I butchered it, Ricky.
Yesterday was the ultimate betting conundrum.
Which one?
Celtics Knicks. Scott Foster.
I stayed away.
First game back.
I stayed away on the regular spread at least.
Scott Foster, before yesterday, Celtics were 12-0 in games he's refereed for them.
Not
the
anymore.
Knicks in the playoffs were also 4-0 against the spread and straight up in playoff games he reffed.
What about Chris Paul games?
Chris Paul games? That they were not talking about.
I'm just kidding. Scott Deans has the Niners, White Sox, Hawks, and Hornets. John has the Bears, Braves, Browns, and Tigers. Scott has the Dolphins, Cardinals, Broncos, and Phillies. Tom has the Bengals, Expos, Bulls, and Magic. Julian, Celtics, Reds, Seahawks, and Pistons. Ryan, Lakers, Padres, and Rams. Ryan, Heat, Dodgers, Falcons, and Supersonics. And Scott has the 76ers, Red Sox, and Eagles. And 1 and 4 headliners, Real Estate Mike, are absolutely loaded, my man. We have the most expensive item in the break room, the greatest soccer player of all time, my favorite athlete of all time, Lionel Messi. Retail value on Fanatics.com, autographed Messi jersey, $4,500, Ricky, and it's out of stock. No problem selling that.
Well, you can get it. You can get it here
For $200-something, Ricky. Still got the Messi, the Taylor Swift. We got Ric Flair, Tyson and Holyfield, Kareem and Anthony licensed jerseys, the Russell Wilson flex, the Jerome Bettis, Kyron Williams dual sign flex. We got the Trey Young, and we got a bunch of secondary headliners. By the way, this helmet, Ricky, I love the Kyron Williams and Jerome Bettis rip speed flex.
play like a champion on the back.
Yeah, the Russell Wilson with the Seahawks, both Seahawk logos, new school, old school, the Broncos and Wisconsin as well. A lot of goodies in that break. And yeah, I saw Julian, Pacers are up.
Remember, Ric Flair said, "To beat a man, you gotta beat the man."
He also said, woo! So we got ourselves box 7, by the way, which, Ricky, every single photo headliner left in the Mix It Up. Rodman was a secondary headliner, but all the photo headliners very much left.
Oh, yeah, Dennis Rodman was listed.
We're playing basketball. We got one of the best dunkers of all time, one of the best basketball players of all time, Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins.
Ooh, okay.
On the Atlanta Hawks basketball. Now, who's got the Hawks? We have not Seahawks, Julian. We have Atlanta Hawks, which is Scott Deans in the top spot. You've got Dominique. Very nice.
Now, I'll be honest. When you said greatest dunkers,
one of the greatest
my
dunkers.
head immediately went to Dominique.
Yeah, it should.
But then, in a flash, I went, ooh, but it could be Vince Carter.
Yeah, right?
Could be Vince Carter.
Dominique Wilkins, probably the most ferocious in-game dunker ever. This guy used to demolish the rim. Great player, too, though. I mean, 24.8 points per game, about 7 rebounds a game in his career, 9-time All-Star, part of the All-NBA first team before, a bunch of All-NBA second team selections, 2-time dunk champion. He was the 86 scoring champion, basketball legend, Dominique Wilkins.
I do have a trivia question for you.
Yes, I love
Because
trivia.
we've pulled 2 back-to-back basketball items.
Yes.
How many ACL/Achilles injuries do you think have happened just this season alone?
140.
Way too high.
Okay.
9.
9.
9 of them.
Okay,
just
that's-
this season alone. Now with Tatum being number 9.
Ugh, tough. Nice hit on Dominique.
2 of them happened in the playoffs.
Ooh.
Tatum and Lillard.
That's not a terrible idea, Alex. You could do major sports market cities instead of teams. Allows a lot of different teams to come out. I mean, I'm not totally against that. Obviously, we don't change anything while we're doing the break, but
for the future.
I can make note of that suggestion.
That way, if it's like Chicago, you're like, you get all those Chicago
the
teams.
Bulls, Bears, White Sox, etc. You probably don't want the Chicago spot right now of current players, Ricky, but maybe the legends.
The Cubs have some good current players I would want on,
The
on
only
items.
team. The only
team? Wouldn't mind an Iota Sumu signed basketball.
You and his mom.
Exactly.
Right?
I make the joke, and I've said it since he got drafted. The only 2 people that cheer for Io the hardest are me and his mama.
And Colin Rudisil. We got the can't miss 1 and 4 coming up. Single, go ahead and drop me a box number. Every single headliner's left in the practice squad, Ryan McCall. What's left? Everything except for 1 secondary headliner, Len Dawson. All the photoed headliners are still left. That includes, by the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 authentic photoed headliners. 24 boxes left, 14 total headliners, 9 photoed authentic. That is really good. Better than a 1 in 3 chance at an authentic photoed headliner in the practice squad, Ryan.
Wow.
So it's Scott and Seabass. Scott Deans, Sebastian Flores. I need a box number in the 1 and 4, gentlemen. Box number in the 1 and 4. First come, first serve. 1 to go in that diamond break as well. And only 3 spots to go in that practice squad double that we're talking about. Those are definitely coming up. Also, the diamond double is also 2 to go, Ricky. Actually, the single in the 4-spot break, 2 to go.
So we do have some breaking news today. This was 10 hours ago.
Okay, so
we have a new member.
Semi-breaking.
We have a new member to Team USA in baseball.
Who's that?
Do you know who it is?
I have no idea.
Paul Skeens will take the mound for Team USA.
That's fun. That is fun. Paul Skeens is fun. Get that practice squad double closed out, says Global Tech. I have not seen the 1 and 4 closed up, Ricky. At least the box numbers have not been called, excuse me. So I'm going to spin the wheel.
And I am going to throw this out for the chat, and I want your answer later on.
Okay.
Right now, out of the international football games, the one in Brazil, the Chargers are the home team. The team they will playing will be announced tomorrow. Who will the Chargers play in
Chiefs.
São Paulo, Brazil?
We'll see. 9. 9. Let's do 9 in the 1 and 4. Lionel Messi, the best number 10. He could play 9, though, as well. Could play anything on that spot. Let's see if it's time for the Messi jersey here. Box 9, yes. 9 in the 1 and 4. Does it feel messy-like? Let's find out. Scott and Sebastian, guys. In this series, by the way, light could be good. Messi could be very good, Ricky. Couple other licensed jerseys, Kareem and Carmelo, obviously available. So 7, 8, and we got ourselves 9 clicks here. Sebastian has the football spot. Scott has basketball. Baseball belongs to Sebastian, and everything else is Scott Dean's. We got 9 of 36 guys in the can't miss 1 and 4. Looking for the greatest soccer player of all time, Lionel Messi. Scott has that spot in the everything else. Oh, I think I know what this might be, Ricky. Yeah. I think I know what this might be. It's not the Messi, Scott, but it's Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield dual-signed boxing glove. Arguably the most famous boxing match of all time. Mike Tyson biting Holyfield's ear off. That's an awesome, awesome dual-signed glove. 2 icons in the boxing world. That boy Scott Dean's. That everything else section, pretty good. I've never seen a dual-signed Holyfield and Tyson ever in our break room.
You know what's my first thought? Dom's already jealous that I got back-to-back Theismanns. He's going to be really jealous now that came out when me and you were on.
Knock him out! Knock him out! Knockout punch! Scott Dean's to the rest of the break room here. The Tyson and Holyfield dual-signed glove. That is very, very cool. Iron Mike Tyson, I would argue the second most famous boxer of all time.
Mike Tyson?
Yeah, I would say it's Muhammad Ali 1 and Mike Tyson, if not the second best, certainly the second most famous boxer of all time.
Where does George Foreman rank? Is he's third
up
famous? Because of the grill?
Yeah. Could have been a Hulk
George
Hogan
Foreman
grill, but he shut it down. Hulk, did you know that story?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Hulk Hogan. You missed out.
I think Hulk's doing fine.
The ear might be inside Mike Tyson's mouth. I don't see the ear inside the glove. Yeah, the ear's not in there, Ricky. So, not safe for transport is what I was told. Sorry, Ryan. No ear, just a Tyson and Holyfield dual-signed glove for Scott, which is pretty good as well. Pretty good as well, Scott Dean's. I like this. I'll keep this on the table, Ricky.
It's a beautiful hit.
It's something different, something fun, which is what the 1 and 4 is all about. Tyson and Holyfield dual-signed boxing glove. That diamond ready?
Yep.
Diamond is
4
ready.
spot.
The double is ready. So Diamond double coming up. Diamond double. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. That is Joshua George, John Poole, Scott Deans, and Josh Rouser. I need a couple of numbers in this Diamond double. That practice squad did sell out as well. That's coming up momentarily, guys. And I would say, why not run back to 1 and 4? Why not, Ricky?
We got to
right?
pull Messi out, right?
We got to pull Messi out tonight.
You said the practice squad sold out?
I think so. I think the double sold out.
All right, let me check.
I am seeing sold out on my practice squad double on the break page.
I will have to check that one because
You're
I've
good?
got 1 spot open.
In the meantime, I'll give you guys about 30 seconds on the Diamond double. Otherwise, I'll go to the wheel, and the wheel's going to pick. We saw an awesome Hydro Speed Flex Randy Moss in the 3 p.m. show. Let's see that Kurt Warner next. John Poole in the chat looking for 23 and 28. Thank you, John.
28.
We do have both of those on the ticker, Ricky. So 23, the MJ box, and just for you, Ricky, Adrian Peterson box.
I love both these boxes.
I could go Marshall Faulk for the AFC South Marshall Faulk, actually, on the Colts in that practice squad. Why do you like 23 so much?
Jordan.
Oh, Michael Jordan. Makes sense. I like 23 for Jordan as well, Ricky. Everybody in Chicago's entitled to have 23 on their favorite number list, I feel like. Right? You have to. You have to. It's MJ. The MJ box coming up, 23. Kyron Williams is 23. We got a Kyron Williams in the full-size reps. And then we do have a Kyron Williams and Jerome Bettis dual-signed Speed Flex in that 1 and 4. Good luck, everyone, says Ryan. Good luck indeed.
That's why. Okay.
9 clicks coming up. 7, 8, and 9. All right, Joshua George has the North, which is the NFC and AFC North. Josh Rouser has the South. John Poole has the East. And Scott Deans has the West, which could be Kurt Warner. The North, by the way, Joshua George, could be Justin Jefferson. I believe, Ricky, after this break, we're down to 7 diamonds left, I believe.
Yep.
Is that correct? Only 7 left
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
when these 2 boxes go. The Warner and the Jefferson, the 2 big ones we're looking for. So this is going to be a North hit because it's the AFC North, the 1980s All-Decade Team, Hall of Fame tight end Ozzie Newsome, a pro and a college football Hall of Famer, Roll Tide guy in college, big-time star in the NFL with the Browns, also a big-time front office star, one of the first front office African-Americans in the game to make an impact. Helping lead the Ravens to multiple championships, a brilliant football mind, a beautiful autograph, a beautiful helmet. It is Ozzie Newsome in the North for Joshua George. So headliner ratios just getting better here in the break room. Nice job, Joshua. Ozzie Newsome. So 8 boxes left, counting the one I'm about to do, Ricky.
1 and 4 chance at Kurt Warner or a 1 and 4 chance at Jay Jettas now.
Not bad. Not bad, guys. Got a couple of massive names left, all authentic helmets. It's an awesome, awesome series. And then we do have the practice squad double on deck. We figured it out, Ricky. So we're good to go. Practice squad double is on deck.
Absolutely.
Keep those next orders going, guys. Definitely want to run back to mix it up. Run back to 1 and 4. A lot of goodies in our multi-sport mixers tonight. Practice squad, by the way, all the headliners left in the practice squad, too. So we're not lacking for options. I'll put it that way, Ricky. We are not low on options here in the break room.
I will also say this. Congratulations to your Bears.
What happened?
No international game for the Bears this year.
Go. Luther Borden, 87, baby.
Like I
Remember
said,
the name.
My Vikings get 2. in back-to-back weeks.
Nobody
Yay
wants
me.
the international games,
Yay
Ricky.
me.
All right, I made a quick drink here. 28 coming up next. Looking for the Jettas, looking for the Warner here. 28 of 30. The ear did not show up in the glove, Scott. I did confer with our shipping department and our customer service and series making team. They thought the ear was not sanitary, unfortunately. I don't want you to get any diseases, Scott. So the ear did not show up in the glove. The Tyson and Holyfield dual signed. I was hoping for the ear, but no ear.
We're pulling for it.
Just an awesome autographed boxing glove. All right, what do we got here? Speaking of awesome, oh man, check this one out. Kurt Warner, the American underdog. Hydro
that.
Speed Flex, the inscription, the great story from the grocery store to the Super Bowl, bagging groceries at Hy-Vee, Ricky. And then not long after, gets a chance with the Rams. Trent Green goes down. Warner wins the league MVP, the Super Bowl MVP. He won 2 MVPs in his career. Awesome lid. The Pro Football Hall of Fame, the Super Bowl stickers on the back. That is the West, and that is Scott Deans with the Kurt Warner Hydro Speed Flex.
Another team that will be playing overseas once this year.
Makes sense.
October 19th, Jaguars and
Ooh,
Rams.
the Jaguars are always playing overseas.
It's the only Jaguar overseas game.
Every year they're overseas. No matter what sea we're on, what coast we're on, Kurt Warner simply delivers. Number one all time in playoff passing yards per game. Awesome lid, Scott. He says, let's go! Let's go, Scotty. Awesome helmet. Kurt Warner Hydro Speed Flex. And that is T-terrific. I'll trade you that, whoever he is on that Rams lid. That is Kurt Warner. One of the best Rams of all time on that Hydro Flex. Get that written up for Scott. And then we do have the practice squad on deck, guys. Scott's heating up right now. Maybe the Messi is his in the 1 and 4, right? And maybe he gets all the good stuff in to mix it up.
Buy one out all yourself, Scott.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
That might be the most stickers on the back I've seen. Now, a 75 for Orlando Pace, maybe? Was he 76? What's 75 for? I know 13 is Kurt Warner, Pro Football Hall of Fame. The Super Bowl 2000, of course, is the year that he won the Super Bowl against the Tennessee Titans, where they were 1 yard short, Tennessee, of that touchdown late.
I will say, I think the only other lid that I've seen the most stickers for is when we have the speed
Military.
flexes that have all the military branches.
Yeah, it's the military ones for sure.
However, I keep telling Robbie they keep missing out on one important sticker. No Space Force.
No respect.
No Space
right?
Force. And then Robbie gives it a scoff. We need
Of
to
course he
respect
does.
the Space Force, man.
Of course he does.
Coming. Those aliens, they're coming.
They're scary,
They're coming.
man. They're scary. Josh is like, I know I was just joking. Looks like that was the one John Poole was after. Maybe next time. Practice squad double coming up, number 3 with all the photo headliners left. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. Julian, Mark, Cody, John, Nick, Ryan, and Cody. 1 and 21 from Ryan. Thank you, Rye. 1 and 21 coming up. The single diamond break, by the way. 1 spot to go, Ricky.
Josh
the 4-spot single.
just got into it to bring it to 1.
Let's get that Jettas here soon.
1 and 21.
1 and 21 were first. I know we have multiple numbers being called out, but I do see 1 and 21 first. I watched the documentary called Predator. They might already be here. I heard, Jeff, that aliens go after Packer fans first. That's the rumor that I heard, Ricky. The rest of us in the NFC North are safe. Jeff and Dom, look out. I'll put it that way, Ricky. That's the rumor I heard. I don't know how much truth there is to it, but that's what I heard.
Well, I will say this. It has nothing to do with aliens. But Common, do you know the number 1 rule you have to do if you're going to have a clone of yourself?
No, I don't, Ricky.
Brandon number 2 on the cheek of the clone.
Oh, so you know which one is which.
So that you know that's the clone.
Jeff saying they're going after Packer fans because they have the biggest brains. Okay, well, you go with that one, Jeff. But just go with that one, and I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. So, good luck, guys. We got 9 clicks on the way here in the practice squad double. Biggest brains, the Packer fans. All right, we'll go with it. 9 times on the way, guys. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, Ryan McCall, you got the NFC North. Mark McAdams, you've got the NFC South. Ryan's got the NFC East. Cody's got the NFC West, the AFC North. Josh has the AFC South. We got Nick AFC East and Julian in the AFC West. All right, 1 coming up. 1 out of 30 in the practice squad. I am number 1. The first box in the series. Oh, man. This is nice. This is nice. You can tell. You can tell, Ricky. It's a Rams kind of show tonight. Puka Nacua.
There we go.
A very, very clean Rams authentic.
Puka.
I mentioned my favorite standard in the game. Puka Nacua, this guy came out of nowhere out of BYU. A rookie record for catches, receiving yards. He was top 5 in the league in many categories. Had some injuries last year, but when he was healthy, one of the best in the game. Beautiful helmet, Puka Nacua, Fanatic certified. That's the NFC West, and that is Cody Metcalf on the Puka Authentic.
Did you see the video that was posted on social media of it was the Rams at like one of their team meetings this offseason? And above the head of the players, they calculated how much money they earned like per
I saw
second.
that today, actually. Yeah.
The fact that it wasn't even a minute-long video, and in that video, Matthew Stafford made like $90 from just sitting there.
Well, good for him.
And right behind him, $40 less was Devontae Adams.
And Puka Nacua probably not far behind.
And then you see like Jared Verse, it's
Actually,
like, oh, he
is
made
Nacua
$2.
might be on a rookie contract still. I'm not sure. But it's
But,
an
like,
awesome helmet. Pay this guy if you haven't already, right?
Jared Verse was going up. It's like, oh, he made $2. And the time that
rough.
Stafford made 90, he made like 2.
Well, you pay the quarterback, and the guy's not on a rookie deal. Puka Nacua, the number 1 receiver. If he's not top 5 in the league, he will be for many years to come. Puka Nacua, awesome helmet, Cody, on the Ram spot. And I'm going to have you put back the other Puka Nacua. I like this one better, Ricky. I like this one better than the STS. I'm sorry. Love the military helmets, but design, look-wise, this one is better.
You already said you like the standard.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
I love this helmet. Absolutely love this helmet on Mr. Puka. Speaking of top 5 wide receivers in the league, probably the single best receiver in the NFL could be coming up next for $192 in that 4-spot diamond single. Single and ready to mingle, the diamonds are. Let's see that Justin Jefferson rave, Ricky. I know you want to see Jay Jettas. It's not a bold. I mean, it is a little bit bold, but I know tomorrow's Hot Take Wednesday. I don't know if you know my Jettas take. I think he's going to finish 2nd all-time in receiving yards when he retires, behind only Jerry Rice. I have Jamar Chase finishing 3rd all-time, who, by the way, also in the, I think he's in the multi-sport break. And that's my 2 cents on Mr. Justin Jefferson. The guy is just, quite honestly, Ricky, different. That's the best way to put it. Jay Jettas is different.
And T.J. Hawkinson said that J.J. McCarthy's arm is reminding him of Matthew Stafford.
That's not bad, right?
It's a good arm to be related to.
I mean, that's a tough comparison, but I'll tell you what, Justin Jefferson will make J.J. McCarthy look really good, Ricky.
That's my quarterback.
He'll make him look very, very good, to say the least, for sure. So let's get that break done. Probably the next break we have coming up. One spot to go. I'm thinking the diamond will be actually sold out. So there you go. Already sold out.
Parker Jones.
By the way, guys, we have all the headliners, all the photo headliners left in the Mix It Up multi-sport break. Not a single photo headliner has come out yet. Also, we have all the headliners in the practice squad except for the Puka Nakua we just pulled. We still have in the 1 in 4 a lot of great stuff. That $4,500 retail value, Lionel Messi. Got the Russell Wilson, got the Jerome and Kyron Williams dual sign speed flex, Manny Ramirez, John Smoltz, Taylor Swift, Ric Flair, Kareem and Carmelo, Trey Young. A lot of great stuff in the break room, guys. Get your spots while you still can. Diamond break is next, though. This is Scott Deans, Josh Rouser, and Peter Parker Jones in the break room. With great power comes great responsibility.
So now that single that just closed out will bring us down to 6. That means the 2 singles, 2 doubles will be the last.
That's it. Just like that. Diamond single, go ahead and drop me a box number. Scott, Josh, or Parker, what's it going to be, gentlemen? What's it going to be here in the break room? Shining bright like a diamond tonight, the series has been. No doubt about it. Terrific diamond series, Ricky. Terrific helmets, all authentics. I just got to see that Jetta's rave now. Justin Jefferson. What about box 21, says Go Blintech? Is that Josh or Parker Jones? Who's Go Blintech? I'm not sure, Ricky. Are you Parker or Josh? Just want to double check. Because you can only call out the box if you're in the break.
Oh, the double practice squad.
He must not be live.
No, did you not do the second box?
Oh, I didn't do the second box.
That's what he's asking.
Good job. Gives you guys more time for that break. You know why I didn't do the second box? I was so excited for the Puka Nakua.
Julian Andrade was like, did I miss the other box?
It's a test, and you guys have passed. Kudos, guys, on passing the test. I was just messing with you guys. Come on, Ricky. I was just messing. Mm-hmm. The second box coming up in that practice squad double.
They're like, did I miss something?
This one is a mini helmet. It's a rave. It's a rave. It is Jim McMahon on the Bears mini. The only Bears starting quarterback ever to win a Super Bowl, the great Jim McMahon here in the break room. So Ryan McCall. By the way, Ricky, Jim McMahon in college had more than 30 passing records. A lot of injuries in the pros, slowed down his career, but got the biggest thing every quarterback wants, a Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
So something I learned yesterday.
What's
you got to
that?
get in an Instagram reel. Did you know that they had, so the super fan sketch from SNL, they had planned and they wrote out a movie. They were going to do a movie, but they canned the movie. Do you want to know the tragic reason why?
Jim McMahon couldn't show up or something.
The whole movie was written around Chris Farley's character.
Oh, no.
And he died.
R.I.P. So Scott, Josh, and Parker, guys, box number in the diamond single.
Which, the one thing that just confuses me about that is, I get why you would write that movie around whatever character Chris Farley's playing, because he was huge at the time.
Chris Farley was awesome.
But Chris Farley's character in that sketch was just known for having heart attacks.
Uh-huh.
How do you write a movie around that guy?
That's tough. That is tough.
Instead, you can write around Bill and Bob Shortsky.
Adding to my 85 Bears collection, says Ryan. There we go. Who you got, Ryan? Who you missing? Mike Singletary, by the way, speaking of 85 Bears.
Yep.
Triple sign jersey, Monsters of the Midway. I'm not seeing a box number, Ricky. I'm going to put these in my ramp. Hold on, I do see a box number.
Hold up.
Hold up, player. 21
Teddy
from
Long.
Scott Deans.
Is Scott going one-on-one with the Undertaker player?
Right? I did that just for you, Ricky.
Thank you.
I knew you were going to reference the Undertaker. Just for you, bud.
Well, you can't throw out Teddy Long and not throw out the Undertaker.
9 clicks for our spots, guys, as we are trying to do what a lot of defensive backs try to do, Ricky. Chase Justin Jefferson.
I will say, I know you're not watching this, but WWE has a new show on A&E that I've got to check out called LFG.
Of course you're checking it out.
Which is that stands for Legends, Futures, and Greats. Mm-hmm. And the one scene I saw was this, she's there about, 2 weeks, I think? Walks up to the Undertaker and goes, would you mind if I used the Hell's Gate submission as my finisher?
No.
He looked at her and said,
no.
so you've been here for a cup of coffee and have the stones to ask me for a move that I used for half of my career?
You don't use the Undertaker's moves. Parker's got the North looking for the Jettas. Scott has the South and the East. And Josh has the West. Box number 21, Ricky. 2-1 in the house coming up. Let's party. Is it Jettas time here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room? Justin Jefferson.
So what you're rooting for right now with a minute left, down 5, the Cavs need to force overtime.
Yeah. Well, I also placed a live bet that's looking good, Ricky.
So you hedged?
You hedged not yourself? Exactly. We'll see here in a second. First, let's see the helmets. Let's see the helmet first. Oh, this is good. This is good. We're talking about earlier in the show, Ravens Mount Rushmore. This guy's got to be at least in the discussion. How about some sizzle? T-sizzle.
Let's go.
Terrell Suggs. That's the North spot. Parker Jones, former Defensive Player of the Year, former Super Bowl champion, member of the 100-plus sack club. Awesome lid. Love the Raven helmets with that red eye. That's what the and more section is. Terrell Suggs authentic for Parker Jones.
Still holds the record for most sacks in a season in NCAA history.
Great college player,
With
too.
Arizona State.
Terrell Suggs was just different, man. And the guy's an absolute beast.
Mm-hmm.
So awesome lid, Parker. Very nice on T-Sizzle. By the way, the live bet I put was over 217.5, Ricky, on the total points. It's looking pretty good. 110, 103 with 55 seconds left. Cavs got to make a bucket, then it'll definitely hit.
Why not hit both?
They'll have to play the foul game. Nice job, Parker.
Well, you saw yesterday why everyone thought the Warriors T-Wolves spread was fixed, right?
Did the Warriors cover at the end?
So Warriors covered.
I won the over on that game.
What
by the
it
way.
was they were down by 8. They hit a 3 to go down 5. Spread was 5.5. Mm-hmm. After that, they just let the T-Wolves, didn't foul or anything. Just let the time run off the clock.
That's what I'm talking
and people
about.
were yelling that it's rigged.
That's what I'm talking about. Bootleg coming up. A practice squad single, Ricky, is next.
Yep. Deceptively snuck up and closed.
By the way, for you guys in this diamond break, 6 boxes left now. Jay Jetta's still left, and you guys just saw what comes out in the and more section.
Yeah.
Terrell Suggs. Practice squad single coming up. It's Joshua Simmons, Cody Metcalf, Ryan McCall, Stephen Plecki, and Vincent Franz. Practice squad single number 3. Go ahead and drop me a box number, folks. Box number here. Oh, the overhit, Ricky.
Congrats.
Good.
Let's hope Aaron Judge can get home.
Got my money back. 114-105. 12 from King MC. Thank you, King. We'll get 12 off the ticker in the practice squad.
McCall.
Ghostbusters. That's who I'm going to call.
Yeah, you're going to call the Ghostbusters?
Or Ryan McCall. Could be either or.
12 in the practice squad.
And then 22 was second. 12 was first, though. We are going with 12. I will probably do a top-to-bottom rundown after this. Given we are a little bit open, but there's a lot of great stuff on the page. I'll give you guys the lowdown here after this break. Unless, like Ricky said, something else fills up pretty quickly. No other personals I'm missing, Ricky?
Nope.
So no other personals we're missing. So we'll do a rundown of what's left, guys, after this break. We'll go to at least 9:30 tonight. It is 8:40. We'll go to at least 9:30. If we're busy breaking boxes, could be 10, could be 11, could be 12. Up to you guys.
Now, I am going to ask this to clarify for them out there. We have not done a college.
No, that's the Chase Wheel Spin. Chase Wheel Spin does close at 9, correct?
That's what I was going to clarify.
Yeah, we are doing the Chase Wheel Spin at 9 o'clock.
If we don't have a college break, does that still go away at 9 o'clock?
Yeah, it goes away at 9 o'clock.
That's what I wanted to make sure.
So to be in the Chase Wheel Spin, you got to knock out the college break. We have 5 to go, I think, in the double. C.G. Lamb, Steve Smith, Tim Brown, LaShawn McCoy, Hines Ward, Warren Moon, 6 and 8 chance at a headliner. Let's get that college done tonight. All right, so 5, 6, it's 9 clicks in the practice squad. NFC North is Ryan McCall. Now we got the NFC South is Cody Metcalf. Joshua Simmons has the NFC East. Stephen Plecky has the NFC West. Vincent Franz, AFC North, AFC South. Stephen Plecky, AFC East. And Ryan McCall, AFC West. And I would love to get a college break, John. It is not up to me, though. It's up to you guys, the customers. You guys decide what we break tonight or don't break tonight. If it fills up, we'll gladly break it in the room tonight. Now, ball is obviously in all of your guys' courts, pun intended. Ball will no longer be in Cleveland's court, though. The Cavs are eliminated. 1 seed in the East is gone, and the 2 seed probably not too far behind with the Celtics.
So it is like the meme I saw. The Spider-Man meme has the glasses off. It's the Cavs starting lineup. Puts the glasses on. It's that 2010s Hawks team.
Yeah, I guess that might be true.
Great regular season teams.
We got a full-size authentic coming up, Ricky.
Okay.
How about some love in the break room? It's Jordan Love.
There we go.
With the beautiful heart on there, the Packer authentic.
I didn't know Josh Hart was in the break room.
Ooh.
Because it's Jay Hart.
Jay Hart, I see what you're talking about.
I can't stand these signs of Jay Hart.
It is Jordan Love. I love this autograph.
Can't stand it. Your name's not Jordan Hart. It's Jordan Love.
You want to hear a fun fact?
What?
This is Alex Tellez's girlfriend's favorite autograph.
Yeah, that's fine. It can be her favorite autograph. It just your name's not Jordan Hart. Your name's Jordan Love.
Before the break, Ricky.
That is my memorabilia hot take.
I
that
like
Jordan Love's auto
I
is
love
not
the heart.
correct.
It's love. A heart is love, Ricky.
I get it. I just don't like it.
Ricky.
Jordan. Now, that works great for Josh Hart.
It looks great for anything. It's a beautiful helmet, beautiful autograph. I say that as a Bears fan. Do me good, Kamen and Ricky, says Ryan. Kamen, you did me good. Yeah, full-size authentic with 2 spots. You paid about $100. That is well worth it, Jordan Love.
Well, now Ryan just needs to get into the Diamonds, get Jay Jettas. That's 3 of 4 teams in the North that he has would have won.
And then he's
today.
king of the North.
Well, he's got to get a Lion, though.
He's got to get a Lion? Okay, well, we'll get him a Lion. Aiden Hutchinson in this practice squad.
You're right.
And get the NFC North
at these breaks.
Quadruple up, perhaps, for Mr. McCall. So 246649, Jordan Love authentic. You know, they did a good job of getting him some more targets in the draft. So, I mean, Packer quarterbacks apparently grow on trees.
I was shocked. I didn't know I didn't know they knew how to draft wide receivers.
Finally did it. Here's how we can make a perfect NFL team from the North. We take the Packer quarterbacks, combo them with the Viking receivers.
Do we have to take anything from the Packers?
And then we have the Bears linebackers. And there's your team. And they're all in the break room, by the way. Triple sign Bear, jersey in the mix it up. Jay Jettas in the Diamonds, and here's Jordan Love for the Packers.
We're just not going to take the Bears offensive line.
No, we don't want that. Nobody wants that, Ricky. Nobody wants that.
The Browns don't even want that.
No. Now, first Packer win, says Ryan. Congrats, Ryan.
There we go.
We have a lot of customers that try to do this, Ricky. Get one of every NFL team, which I think is very cool personally. getting every team on your PC. So, guys, we're going to reset the break page. I'll give you guys a top-to-bottom rundown. And let's keep those orders going. There's so much good stuff left on this break page. Come and get it.
Do we see another Eastern Conference team get eliminated in 5 tomorrow?
Yes. Without Jason Tatum, yes, Ricky. I'll give you the short answer. Yes. Robbie called it, by the way. That was his hot take yesterday. Robbie Lopez. Shout out to Robbie. 6 boxes left in the diamonds. Now, we have the best receiver in the league, number 1 all-time in receiving yards per game, Justin Jefferson. Now, this weekend, I'm going to a surprise birthday party.
Okay.
I highly doubt they're listening to the show,
I
but
was
if
going to
they
say,
are,
I hope they're not listening.
I just blew it. It is my fiance's cousin's 40th surprise birthday party. Her kids are massive soccer fans, actually. They're Messi fans.
Okay.
They would want the Messi jersey, which is obviously a hot name to get in the break room. The greatest soccer player ever, Lionel Messi.
Yes.
They are not football fans per se, but I asked them, do they also like football? They said, we like Justin Jefferson because we like the gritty. That's what the kids said, Ricky. Literally, this is the popular guy among young kids. Now, what does this mean 15, 20, 30 years down the road, 40 years down the road? Those young kids will be the collectors, which means that Justin Jefferson helmets will grow in value.
Yeah.
And we got Tripod Todd Reese saying best receiver in the league is on the Bengals. Of course, he's going to say that. I always say, Todd, personally, it's like 1 and 1A. You're splitting hairs. They're so close. Jefferson and Chase. I lean Jefferson by the teeniest, tiniest of edges because, again, his quarterback play is not that of Jamar Chase. But I will say Jamar Chase is also in the break room. In the mix-it-up, which, by the way, is next on the top-to-bottom rundown. How's that for a transition, Craig Crenshaw?
Get it.
You're welcome, buddy.
Get it.
So Jay Jettas in the final 6 boxes. Here's the other guy that's contender for top receiver on that beautiful salute to service, Jamar Chase. He did have statistically the best season in the league last year. Most receiving yards, most catches, most touchdown catches, triple crown. Jamar Chase, authentic in there. Yeah, Jettas does not have the triple crown. He does have the most receiving yards of all
Jettas
time,
would
though.
have the triple crown if he had Joe Burrow throwing to him.
I agree.
Come on.
I agree with that, Ricky. I will agree with you on
You
that
got
one.
the bet. You got. To me, my
so.
favorite quarterback in the league throwing to Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I think so. Jefferson has more receiving yards per game in his career. Chase, I think, has more touchdown catches per game. Again, splitting hairs, but I do give the slight edge to, I mean, literally slight edge to Justin Jefferson because of the quarterback disparity, right? Joe Burrow is incredible. He's a top 3 or 4 quarterback in the league, whereas, you know, the Vikings haven't had a top 5 quarterback maybe ever, except for Fran Tarkenton.
Since Brett Favre.
Brett Favre, briefly. Touchdowns win games, says Tripod Todd. Yeah, like I always say, to me personally, there's not necessarily a right or wrong answer. Ryan McCall, by the way, come in here taking shots, Ricky says. Both are tied in Super Bowl wins with none.
I mean, he's right.
But
I'd put my money to win for the Vikings to win one before the Bengals.
I'll pick the Bengals because of Burrow to win one first.
You want to know
But
why?
both teams have a long way to go.
You want to know why?
Why?
The Bengals have a higher odds to see Patrick Mahomes.
That's true.
Than the Vikings do.
That is
Yet,
true.
Joe Burrow is the only quarterback that can beat Patrick Mahomes.
In the playoffs, except for Brady.
Unless the refs rig it.
And hurts. Anyway, mix it up multi-sport. Jamar Chase is left in there. We also have the best lefty quarterback ever, Steve Young. One of the best quarterbacks ever, top 10, Dan Marino. We got the Chipper Jones baseball bat. One of the best switch hitters of all time. Big Papi David Ortiz, one of the best DHs. Manny Machado, one of the best third basemen. Dwayne Wade licensed jersey. Top 4 shooting guard of all time. Julius Erving, one of the best finger rolls and dunkers of all time. Probably the original great dunker, Julius Erving. The free throw line dunk, part of basketball history. We got the Bears monsters of the Midway jersey, triple signed by Butkus, Urlacher, and Singletary, 3 Hall of Fame linebackers. We got the Shaq jersey, top 5 center of all time, arguably top 10 to 15 player ever. Shaquille O'Neal, Ozzie Smith, the best fielding shortstop, and then Kevin Garnett, a top 5 power forward of all time. Anything is possible on that Celtic ball. All the photoed headliners are left. We have all the secondary headliners except for Dominique and Dennis Rodman. So I believe we've done how many? 3 total in this break? I think we're down to 27 left. We have 16 total headliners in this series still left, including 12 photoed headliners. Keep this in mind. Every single break spot in this series is entered into a top spot drawing for a ripped Tom Brady Speed Flex. $59 a spot in the single, Ricky. This Tom Brady Speed Flex worth north of $3,000. Get it for as little as $59 in this mix-it-up break.
One spot's all you need.
Right? That is crazy. Speaking of crazy, practice squad. We did finally pull a couple of headliners in the practice squad. But we've already done, actually tonight we've done how many doubles tonight, Ricky? In the practice squad, 1 double, 1 single.
We've done 2 doubles and yes, a single.
So
2
that's
dubs.
5 boxes.
Yep.
We're down to 19 left in the practice squad. 19 boxes left. I think we have ourselves, I want to say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 3, 6, 9, 11 photoed headliners in 19 boxes.
You asked how many diamonds we did or
No practice squad.
3.
3, okay.
1 double, 1 single. I thought you asked about the
So
diamonds.
then it's 21 left.
Yeah.
But it's
Diamonds
an 11.
was
Actually, no,
5.
we pulled the Jordan Love. You haven't gotten off yet. So it's going to be a 10 and 21 chance at a photoed headliner. We had in the Warren Sapp and Steve McMichael, 12 and 21. Now that includes the Drew Brees rep, the beautiful Ed Reed, alternate Raven Authentic, the Steve Smith Sr., one of the best receivers to ever play the game. Speaking of all-time great receivers, Hall of Famer Michael Irvin. We got the NFL's all-time leading rusher Emmitt Smith. Double up, Cowboy fans. Irvin and Smith. NFC East. We got the J.J. Watt Eclipse Mini. Breeze again, second all-time in passing touchdowns. One of the best quarterbacks ever still left. Aiden Hutchinson on that Lion. Alternate Authentic. I'm not lying about it. One of the best young pass rushers in the NFL. Autograph value only going up for him.
Do you see that footage of him already training?
He's a beast.
He's
a beast. He'll come back stronger than ever off that injury, which will raise his autograph value as well. Marshall Faulk, Lunar Authentic, one of 3 guys with 1,000 rush yards and 1,000 receiving yards in the same season. Hutch, Warren Sapp, and then Steve McMichael, better than a 50% chance at a headliner in the practice squad, guys. Diamonds, I mentioned, 6 boxes left. Got that Jettas left. And how about this 1 and 4, guys? Holy moly. The best item in the series, actually, value-wise, is not the Mahomes Speed Flex. The best item is the Lionel Messi jersey, the 8-time Ballon d'Or winner. He's got the most overall trophies in the history of sports. You take all the cups, all the tournaments, Ricky, there's not a single athlete that has more team trophies than him. And then the most individual trophies in the world for soccer, 8-time Ballon d'Or winner, the greatest soccer player of all time, the great Lionel Messi. And we have Taylor Swift on that beautiful autographed record for Taylor Swift. We got the Ric Flair, those wrestling belts, Ricky. They're so cool. These are so cool. That Flair belt is amazing. Licensed jerseys. The Messi's licensed. So is Kareem. The most MVPs in NBA history, by the way. 6 of them for Kareem. And then, of course, Carmelo Anthony, one of the best bucket getters of all time. Second all-time in USA men's Olympic basketball scoring. Behind now, Kevin Durant. Passed them up recently, Ricky. Russell Wilson, One of the best quarterbacks ever, one of the most disrespected quarterbacks, Russell Wilson. Awesome rip speed flex for the 10-time Pro Bowler. Very, very cool helmet. Let's get that Danger Russ in the break room. You can actually pair, for example, the Russell Wilson with the Kyron Williams and Jerome Bettis rip speed flex.
Because all you need is a football spot.
That's right. For $408, you can win more than $3,000 in autograph value. Those two lids paired. I love the Notre Dame Play Like a Champion today on the back of that helmet. Still got so much good stuff left. Still got the Trae Young ball as well. We have the Manny Ramirez bat. Never seen Manny in the break room. That is different. John Smote's bat, one of the best pitchers of all time. And again, Aaron Donald, Bruce Smith, Tatis Jr., Paul Pierce, Allen Iverson, Chuck Norris. Not even photoed headliners left, Ricky. Again, better than a 50% chance at a headliner in the 1 and 4. I think it's actually currently we did 1, and we pulled, what did we pull in the 1 and 4 earlier?
Tyson Holyfield.
So we're down to 23 boxes left, 16 total headliners, and 11 of them are photoed in the 1 and 4. So really good odds in that one. Multisport, again, guys, went over this earlier. Every single box left, or every single photoed headliner left in this series. The Mahomes did go, Mr. Jay Epler. We did pull the Mahomes Speed Flex, actually the very first break in the series. College break, 8 boxes left, Ricky. 5 gift cards left that come with the boxes. Every box has a gift card, or it has a photoed headliner or a secondary headliner, or both. Some of them have both, actually. We have a $75, a $150, a $100, a $50, and a $150 left in here. One of the coolest helmets in the game, the Utah Authentic Steve Smith Sr. I love that autograph. Nice and big, nice and pretty. That is our Chase wheel spin tonight. If that doesn't go in the next few minutes, though, Ricky, no Chase wheel spin tonight. CD Lamb Authentic. I would say CD Lamb is the top 5 receiver in the league. 2 years ago, Ricky played every single game, led the league in catches, CD Lamb. So Tyreek Hill's up there, but you can argue Tyreek getting older. I might put Lamb as the number 3 guy behind Jefferson and Chase. Best receivers in the league. You want to get that autograph, right?
You do.
Tim Brown, the iconic Notre Dame helmet, still a secondary headliner. We got the Georgia lid of Hines Ward, LaShawn McCoy on the Pitt Panther helmet, and then it could have a mooning here, Warren Moon, also a secondary headliner. Went over the practice squad, almost everything left except for the Jordan Love, and I think Puka Nacua we pulled in that one. Vault break, 2 boxes left. One of them features a helmet plus a $300 vault key. The other, by the way, features secondary headliner and Super Bowl quarterback Phil Simms in that vault. Jersey break is open right now, but a lot of big names left. Brett Favre, Roger Staubach, Hall of Fame quarterbacks, and of course, Ty Law, the Hall of Fame cornerback. Secondary headliners, Mike Singletary and Fred Taylor. Minis have insane ratios, Ricky. I think you said there's 7 minis left, and we actually have 5 headliners left. 5 headliners left in the minis. That includes Champ Bailey, maybe the best corner ever, Jim Kelly, Hall of Fame quarterback, Warren Moon, Pro and Canadian Football League Hall of Famer on that rave, Eric Dickerson, single season rushing record holder, and secondary headliner Aaron Jones, 5 and 7 chance at a headliner in those minis. So get your break spots, guys. Let's keep the night going. We'll go till at least 9:30. We'll revisit things here in the next 30 minutes, but I'm hoping we keep going past 9:30 if these breaks are bumping. Now, somebody took my advice. I'll ask you, Ricky, who was it? Who got in that 1 and 4 double?
I want to say it was Joshua Simmons, and it was.
Okay, so I was going to say Josh Simmons, by the way, looking for this Rams helmet. You know very well how the break room works, Ricky. As soon as we are halfway there to go or more, the breaks go right away. Scott Deans is watching right now. Scott, you buy a spot in this 1 and 4 right now, put it at 2 to go. This break will happen tonight. We need one person, Ricky, to buy one spot. 37 watching. Put this at 2 to go. This break is going down tonight.
And Messi could come out.
Messi could come out, and then I will personally record something asking Messi to be my best man at my wedding.
Oh, that'd be great if he said yes.
It would be amazing if he said yes. Maybe he'll help pay for some of that.
And then your fiance will say, "No, I do not want your eyes on him more than me."
Yeah, maybe it wouldn't be a good idea if he said yes. I might be rethinking everything, Ricky. Messi's in my wedding, right? So, yes, sir, says High Tide. I mean, how cool would that be? The problem with Messi is he's too humble. He wouldn't want to come to my wedding.
Kamen comes home. He goes, "All right, we're changing the entire color scheme of the wedding. It's got to be Argentinian blue now for Messi."
The Barkley helmet did go, Mr. J. Epler. I'll put it this way in the 1 and 4.
Blaine Cowan came out during his show.
It's easier to tell you guys what went and what didn't because almost everything is left. We only pulled Cal Ripken Jr., Shaq, by the way, if you're a Shaq fan, $59 in the multi-sport single. We pulled Cal Ripken, Shaq, Tyson and Holyfield, Saquon, Mahomes, and Juan Soto. Everything else is left. Only pulled a handful of headliners. The rest are all still available. It does say can't miss 1 and 4. Just to clarify, Ricky, it says can't miss, which means that all the names are can't miss worthy names. Arguably the greatest soccer player of all time. We got arguably a top 5 basketball player ever in Kareem. We have Manny Ramirez, one of the best baseball players and hitters of all time. Ric Flair. I mean, he's got to be up there for the most popular wrestlers ever. Second most championships, Ricky. Cena just passed him up, Ric Flair.
However, if he came back and won the AEW title, that would put him tied with Cena again.
And he probably won't get it because Cena's done after this year. That's the one thing I do know about wrestling. Cena says he's done at the end of the year.
Now, did you see the slight storytelling that they did after Backlash?
No, I did not, Ricky.
It was not aired on TV.
Okay.
But they posted on social media.
I did not.
So after Backlash, he's like, cut my music. I don't need music. I need real competition, the best competition. He got out of the ring. Belt was laid there. And he gave a look like he's starting to regret the decisions that he's doing.
I actually did see that.
He's teasing
about turning heel, turning bad.
They're teasing already that before the end of the year, he's going to turn back to a face.
Yes, I believe that for sure. I bought 2 spots in the double, 1 and 4. Need one person to buy the other 2, so we can go heads up. Who wants to man or woman up and go at it with me, says Josh Simmons.
He did get a second spot in that double.
I will say that has Scott Deans written all over it, High Tide. Now, Scott's a big 1 and 4 fan. He's a big fan of unique memorabilia. I don't know if you have his number, Josh, but if you do, I guarantee you Scott Deans will go at it with you. He's the perfect guy that loves to have fun. He loves the mano-y-mano showdowns. 2 to go in that 1 and 4 double. Let's see that tonight, guys. I guess I was going to ask Josh what he's looking for. My question to you, Josh, is what's the one you're looking for the second most? Because I think for him as a Rams fan, this is kind of a no-brainer. And I'm going to be honest with you, Ricky. Puka Nacua ×2 tonight. Kurt Warner tonight.
They're going.
It's a Rams night tonight.
It is a Rams night.
And this helmet is coming out tonight. If anything that we've seen tonight holds to be true, this lid is definitely coming out in the break room tonight. 37 people watching. I would want the Messi, if not the Rams lid. There you go. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. You see this on Fanatics, Ricky. $4,499.99. And it's out of stock. It's not like it's not selling.
He just wants to see Messi say yes.
Right? He wants to see Messi say yes to my wedding. You bought 2 spots. Why not both? That's a good call.
Why not get 2 more? Get a bona fide win.
Or get 4 wins. So he could get the everything else spot and then get himself potentially the, he would want the football spot. So it's kind of interesting because I know a lot of people think of heavy as what they want for the speed flex, but Messi jersey would be lighter. Carmelo Anthony would be lighter.
I thought the box we were going to open today was it. It felt very jersey-like.
Jersey-like, yeah. Ric Flair also would be a sheet of paper. Congrats, you won Ric Flair. Manny Ramirez would be. Congrats, you won Manny Ramirez. So unless it's the Jerome or Kyron speed flex or the Russell Wilson speed flex, you kind of want the light box, Ricky.
I would say Taylor Swift would also be a light box.
Yeah,
right?
because it'd be a sheet of paper. Yeah. Delenn Dawson did get pulled, Ryan, in the practice squad. I did mention every single photo headliner was left, and now we've pulled the Puka Nacua, and we have pulled, what else did we pull? We pulled the Jordan Love, but Delenn Dawson is secondary. What's up, Ricky? Big order?
So not big order, but Joshua Epler, first order with us.
Let me guess, mix it up, Rick.
No.
No?
Double box 1 and 4.
One to go?
1 to go in it.
1 to go. I'm in, boys, says Mr. Epler.
First order. Or there's
Josh texted Josh Andres to buy in, even though he isn't normally on nights. There we go.
Okay.
Josh has been in recently, Ricky.
Has he?
I emailed him last Thursday, and he's come back. He played on Monday, and he played it might have been this morning, but he played on Monday. And I think Friday as well, maybe last week.
I know that the last time we heard about him, I think it was William McPherson.
Yeah.
Said that sadly Josh was having some
family
drama.
We wish him all the best.
Hope that's all going a lot better.
Yeah.
Obviously, first thing we have to say.
100%. 1 to go in that can't miss double. That will go down this show. 4 to go in the mix it up double. That will also go down this show. Those 2 breaks, Ricky, I would say are no-brainers for tonight's show. There is no wheel spin tonight.
We are after 9 o'clock.
It is after 9 o'clock. The college did not sell out. No chase wheel spin tonight. But at least 2 more 1 in 4 boxes, maybe more.
We need to get on the Rodecaster. We need to get the sound effect if there's not a chase wheel spin.
What is this thing they've been doing? They were doing some weird voices in the early show.
If we can customize that thing, the one I would do for if there's no wheel spin is the Mario where it's the bloop, 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 bump,
but we have the rim shot, Ricky. What's the one? No, what's the one that's like the... Oh, no, I can't remember. Trombone. I think that's the one. It's like... Wah. And that's the trombone. Oh, my God. How about that high tide? Earlier, I bought 4 spots in the quad diamond and won all 4 lids from that break. First time I've done that. How about that? So that means high tide, you're red hot in the break room. I always say, Ricky...
When you're hot, don't leave the table.
You don't leave the table when you're hot.
You don't.
If you lose 1, then you can say I'm done for the night. But if you won 4 helmets in a diamond quad, you, my man, are playing with what we call house money here. So you got to get back in while you're hot and while that Kyron Williams is still out there. Now, the 1 in 4 is currently at 23 boxes left. I'll be honest, Ricky. Usually the magic number is 15 or less. It explodes.
Yep.
23 left. We do 1 more double. That's 21 left. Maybe we skip Messi. Maybe we skip the Ram helmet. We knock out 1 more, 19, 1 more double, 17. Then we do the series tonight. It's as simple as that. That could happen. It's a domino effect. So don't leave it for tomorrow at 9. Don't leave it for noon. Don't leave it for 3. Get it right now, Ricky.
Right now.
I'm going to put this Love helmet next to you, by the way. I don't know if he'll be in the video. We can also put the Randy Moss back. That was the early show. Last look at Randy Moss. I think the hit of the show so far is hands down the Kurt Warner. Speaking of Rams, it's a Rams kind of night if you catch my drift, High Tide. I don't know if I've ever pulled so many Ram headliners in one show, Ricky. So Rams kind of night.
There's always a first for everything.
Right? There's always a first for everything. By the way, the Brady helmet, in case you are listening and paying attention, this has not been pulled yet. This is a bonus prize. Every spot in the multi-sport break gets a chance for the Tom Brady entry. That's the mix it up multi-sport, not the 1 in 4 multi-sport. Jumped over to Twitch, says Mr. Epler. Happy to give this a shot. Thanks for answering my question, gentlemen. You are welcome, my man. You are welcome. Scott did get the Warner. Yes, Scott won the Kurt Warner Hydro Speed Flex earlier tonight. Now, he also won the Randy Moss Speed Flex. So, you know, I told him to tell Scott to get in the break, but sometimes be careful what you wish for. Yeah. Because that dude is he's the hot guy right now in the break room.
He's been winning a lot tonight, too.
Now, Scott Deans. So 1 to go in that 1 in 4 double. I will drop that link in the chat, and then I'll drop that Mix It Up link as well, because those two are going tonight. College Stephen Remick, we got 6 boxes left. No, 8 boxes left. C.D. Lamb, Steve Smith, Tim Brown, LaShawn McCoy, Hines Ward, Warren Moon. It's a 6 in 8 chance at a headliner, plus 5 boxes have bonus gift cards. Steven's a Cowboy fan, so he's got to get that C.D. Lamb, right? He's also got to get the practice squad, Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith in that practice squad, my man. Cowboy headliners left. Here's that 1 in 4, guys. 1 in 4 double. 1 spot left, Ricky. That is coming up here soon. And then I'll drop this Mix It Up double as well. This one I think should happen to Mix It Up. Let me put this double in. Mix It Up double. That is 4 spots left. That one I'm thinking should go down as well tonight. So, guys, let me know what you want to rock and roll with here. We'll go to at least 9:30. If the break orders heat up, we can keep going past 9:30. Could be 10 o'clock, could be 11 o'clock. I will say this, obviously, 1 spot to go. If that's not done by 9:30, then we'll let the guys handle it tomorrow. But we should have no problem knocking out 1 spot, Ricky, in the 1 in 4. I should have no problem doing that.
Nobody wants a shot with all the headliners left.
It's crazy how many we have left, by the way. So many names left. 23 boxes left. No chase wheel spin, Steven. There's a new break room rule. You got to get the chase wheel spin done by 9 o'clock. It is a reward for the guys that buy in early. The college did not fill up by 9 o'clock, unfortunately. That is why it's off the chase wheel spin. So no chase wheel spin tonight. It's got to be earned. Look, Ricky, people buy in throughout the night, and I love all our customers. They are the best in the business. But how good the shows go, you know, between a good show and a great show, a lot of it is about momentum driven. If we start breaking boxes early, then we never stop.
Yep.
Tonight's been a pretty good night, just not in the college series necessarily. But I want to give incentive for you guys to buy early. So, Steven, all chase wheel spins for the night shows now close at 9 o'clock, unless we're like 7, 8 breaks behind. If we have breaks to do, Ricky, it buys them more time for the wheel spin. But if there's no breaks to do, the wheel spin's at 9, and if the whatever the chase was that show is not ready by 9, then there's no chase wheel spin. So that was intentional, Steven. We're talking about this 1 in 4, though, Ricky.
1 to go in the double.
1 spot to go in the double. Let's talk about some double up options, because it is, what is it, 400? What's the buy-in for the double? 408. So $408. The Messi jersey, by the way, retail value $4,500. Now you can get this for a little bit less sometimes, obviously, but if the retail value is $4,500, you're not going to get it for much less than $3,000, for example, $3,500. It's still a $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 jersey in that ballpark, Ricky. So you snag the Messi jersey, and then you snag the Taylor Swift with it. You snag the Ric Flair with it. Depending on who you sell to, you could be looking at more than $4,000, maybe more than $5,000 in value for about $400. The double up in the everything else category is really good. These custom speed flexes, same deal, Ricky. They can go for $1,500, could go for $1,200, could go to $1,800, could go for $2,000, depending on who you're selling to. But you take this Jerome Bettis and Kyron Williams, keep in mind, dual sign Speed Flex. It's ripped, it's Rams, and it's Notre Dame. And then the Russell Wilson, by the way, has 4 different logos on it. 2 Seahawks, a Wisconsin, and a Bronco. Mm-hmm. I would put this in the ballpark of $1,500, but maybe more to the right buyer. You combine the Russell Wilson and the Kyron Williams and Jerome Bettis, those 2 lids together worth probably over $3,000 combined. You get them for $408 in that double spot in the football. Those are probably some of your best options, but obviously you can double up in baseball, double up in basketball, options galore. And we are sold out, looks like.
Scott Deans.
Let's go, says Scott. Let's do it. 1 in 4 double. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. Ladies and gents, 1 in 4 double. High Tide wants the wheel and the wheel. All right, Josh. Out of 36 on the wheel, let's spin that thing twice in the 1 in 4. Good luck, y'all, says Josh. Yes, sir. 20, Ricky, 20.
20 and?
And we do have 20. And then 1 more spin of the wheel, the Barry Sanders number, and what else? Ooh, we're going low. How low can you go? 3.
Number 3. So 3 and 20.
Love the energy, Scott. Let's go, says High Tide. 3, I think, is gone, Ricky. I believe 2 is the closest. I don't see 4 or 5 on the ticker either. So I'm guessing it's 2 in case we do have 3 somewhere. But I don't see 3. This is the can't miss 1 in 4.
Yeah. I got 1, 2, and then 6.
Yep, so 2 and 20 then. I'll get 2 and 20 off the ticker. The double box break is coming up here. I feel like we are literally on the doorstep of a chase in the 1 in 4. Like I said, a couple more breaks. We get to about 15 to go. This series might go in about 30 minutes. You've been in here with me on a Wednesday, Ricky. Wednesday afternoon, the whole series goes in about 2 hours. Yeah. So this series can get pretty explosive. All right, Joshua Simmons, a new guy, Joshua Epler. What's your squad, Joshua Epler? And how did you hear about Ultimate Autographs, my man? And then Scott Deans, also in this break. 9 clicks. Good luck, guys. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, Scott's got the football spot. Joshua Simmons has the basketball and the baseball. And Joshua Epler in the everything else. All right, 2 and 20. Good luck, gentlemen. Let's see here. Box 2, the Derek Jeter box. Oh, here we go. Here we go, Ricky. One of the best bucket getters in basketball history. I believe top 10 all-time in career points. That is the Mitchell & Ness license jersey.
There we go.
Carmelo Anthony. The powder blue with the yellow. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful jersey. The basketball spot. Joshua Simmons. Carmelo. He says nice. Nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Love the Melo jersey. Man, this guy was awesome. I said top 10 in points, Ricky. Mm-hmm. Exactly 10th all time right there. James Harden will pass him soon. By the way, Shaq is 9th all time. Okay. Also in the break room in the mix it up. 10-time All-Star Carmelo, scoring champion before, 6-time All-NBA, one of the best basketball players of all time, Carmelo Anthony. I like this one, Ricky. We'll put this on the table for now. We can always... Actually, we might put the glove in the table, too. Did we move the glove?
I can get it out.
Okay, perfect. You know, we'll talk. Mm-hmm. We got a lot of Jordan Love helmets. We also have a Puka Nacua Ram we could probably dump for the Kurt Warner. And the Brady technically is not in the video because it has not been pulled.
Yeah.
We'll keep Anthony in consideration. Carmelo. That's a nice hit, man.
Well, Fanatic cert on this guy.
We don't get a lot of Carmelo in the room. And when we've had him in the past, it's usually been the basketball. That's the licensed Mitchell and Ness jersey. You said earlier that you like the old Nuggets jersey more than the current.
Love it.
I agree, 100%.
I
That
like
Nugget
the old
jersey
logo
is
better. The new logo is like, it's good, but
I like the blue.
I like the one that says Nuggets with the mountaintop.
Well, I'm a light blue guy, Ricky, because of MJ in North Carolina, and more importantly, more recently, Argentina and Messi.
Yep.
I like the sky blue, man. It's a beautiful color. So nice hit there, Josh Simmons on Carmelo. One down, one box to go. Joshua Epler, by the way, looking for the Messi. Scott looking for a speed flex. Josh Simmons says, I'll take another jersey. Maybe Kareem could be next. How about that for a basketball double up, Ricky? Kareem and Carmelo.
Kareem and Carmelo.
Let's see what we got here. Oh. What is this, Ricky? It's always a good question in the 1 and 4.
Bang bang. Do we have a bang bang? It's a shoe?
Oh.
Is that a shoe?
We have a wrestling boot just for you, Ricky.
Wait. Can I guess?
Yes.
What era?
Old school. I don't know the wrestling eras as well as you do, but old
It's
school.
not like a Goldberg boot.
It's not Goldberg. I think this guy is pre-Goldberg.
Pre-Goldberg. So like 80s?
It is Craig Crenshaw's nickname given to him by Dom.
Craig Crenshaw's nickname. Who is it?
It's Sting, baby.
Oh,
Sting on the
it's
wrestling
Sting.
boot. That is very nice.
Nah, he was the same era as Goldberg.
Same era as Goldberg? Okay.
Goldberg was a rookie when Sting was in WCW.
I got you. Well, like I said, you know the era's better than me, Ricky. That is the everything else spot. New customer mojo, Joshua Epler.
Wow.
The Sting boots.
That thing is
That is
beautiful.
different. Now, Alex English Air Nuggets uniforms. Yeah, the old school.
It's Sting.
It's Sting. Something different, Joshua Epler. That's unique. It is not a
That thing
lady's
is
boot.
nice.
In case somebody asks you, it's Sting here
No,
in the
it
break
is
room.
Stinger. The Stinger, baby.
Now, I don't know, Josh, if he's got a significant other, if it's a wife, a girlfriend, whatever, but if this arrives at your house, tell him it's wrestling memorabilia. It is nothing inappropriate, Ricky.
No.
And don't let your significant other wear this. It's Sting.
It's Sting.
It's cool. Nice hit with Sting, says Mark. Nice indeed for Joshua Epler. That is the 1 and 4. You don't know what you're going to get, but you might get something fun. I mentioned, Ricky, it was a 16 in 23 chance that a headliner entering the break. It's now a 15 in 22. I think it's, what is that, 9 photoed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 photoed. And then we have, 10 photoed because the Carmelo, right? So 10 photoed and 6 secondary, 16 in 21 chance. That was a double, Ricky. 16 and 21 chance at a headliner. How about that? How about that? Something different in the room. Something different.
You know what I just learned on Sunday?
What's that?
You know who has never pulled a wrestling item out of a box?
Steven?
No.
Nick?
Johnston has never pulled a wrestling
that's-
item out.
That's a dang shame.
I'm like, really? You have? I'm like, I pulled out plenty. He's like,
we should give him a layup or something.
That's what I'm thinking.
I feel like he'd be excited.
Let's get our first all wrestling break.
We did talk about doing that maybe next year for WrestleMania.
Oh,
That could be a possibility, Ricky.
Cubs
That's the Cubs won. Cubs come from
win.
behind. Turner with the walk-off double. There we go, Alex. Chuck Norris is still out there. Yes, sir. That should be interesting. Might be a Funko. Could be a gun. I guess we'll see about the Walker Texas Ranger Chuck Norris. I'm hoping it's not a gun, Ricky. Just want to take any chance of YouTube being mean to us. I am actually hoping it's not a gun, personally. But that's just
What
me.
else would it be?
We'll find out.
Could it be a
Doesn't Walker Texas Ranger have a bandana?
hat?
A hat?
He's a cowboy.
It was a hat. Okay.
He's a Texas Ranger in Texas.
Okay, well, he could have a hat or a boot. We could have another boot.
Could be a
Ricky.
boot. Could be a pair of jeans.
Could be
What
jeans.
if it's the first ever dodgeball
Ooh.
from Dodgeball?
He is in that movie.
Thank you, Chuck Norris.
Right?
No, thank you.
All right, guys, it is 9:25. Let's keep the show going. Up to you guys how long we go. I would love to run back to 1 and 4. There is one break, Ricky, that I really want to get done. That is this one. Mix It Up Multi-Sport. We've done 3 boxes, Ricky. Not a single photoed headliner has come out.
No.
Every single name on this graphic you see is still available. Jamar Chase, salute to service with that beautiful orange ink. Had the debate earlier. Call him the first, call him the second best receiver. I would say definitely a top 2 receiver in the league, Jamar Chase.
Best receiver in the AFC.
Best receiver in the AFC. There you go, Ricky. And we have Dan Marino, Joe Montana's quarterback GOAT, Steve Young, the best lefty of all time on an authentic. Niner fans are plentiful. We actually have a lot of players in here. Like, a lot of Niner fans will trade for Steve Young. A lot of Laker fans will trade for Shaq. Julius Erving and Dwayne Wade on some awesome jerseys. The Bears triple sign jersey. Kevin Garnett on that beautiful Boston Celtic basketball. And then, of course, Big Papi David Ortiz, an icon in Boston. Chipper Jones, one of the best switch hitters of all time. The Chipper Jones Pro Bat. And, of course, speaking of great third baseman, Manny Machado. Everything is left. 27 boxes left in this Mix It Up. I think it's 16 total headliners, and it is 12 are photoed. I mean, let this sink in, Ricky. Isaac Bruce, Pete Rose, A.J. Brown, Frank Thomas. These names, the hit king Pete Rose, did not even make the photoed headliners in the series, which is crazy. Did you win the gun that YouTube did us dirty on, Alex, or something else?
No, I think he might be talking about the
Chuck Norris gun.
Chuck Norris, because we've seen Chuck Norris gun in there before.
And 2 to go now, and that Mix It Up. So that break will happen, Ricky. I would like to keep going. That's up to you guys. If you guys want to order, we'll keep going. There is a lot of 8s and 6s right now on that break page. The 1 and 4 is a 4-spot break, and this is the alternate way we're running the Authentics 4-spot break. So we can keep going if you guys want. That's up to you guys. But I think there's one more break, Ricky, we will definitely do tonight. So if you're watching the show right now, want to get in a break that will happen tonight, this is your best bet. Multisport 2 to go. It is 9:28. I'm going to give them 7 minutes till 9:35. This closes in 7 minutes. We'll break it. If not, pre-fill for the guys tomorrow at 9. You're on the clock, 7 minutes to get that closed. In the meantime, Ricky, let's talk hit of the show, at least at this current moment. I think it's Kurt Warner.
It's got to be Kurt Warner.
It's a Hydro Speed Flex, American Underdog, all the bells and whistles, all the stickers. That is number 1. Why don't we bring it back out? I think we'll do it at this stage. And let's put the Brady away. I don't want to confuse him. This Brady has not come out yet. So he's not competing. Because I'm going to mix it up tonight. Because we got a lot of football in the room. I think actually it was back here with this box. But maybe put him over there. We can always bring him back. Actually, I'll take him. Because I have his little stuff here, Ricky. I'll take him and put him here behind me. I do have his little bag.
My number 2 is already on the table.
Carmelo. I'm going to go very, very different tonight. Carmelo's my number 3. My number 2 is the boxing glove. Never seen that before in the break room. Here's that Melo jersey. So here's the boxing glove. This is going to be Tyson. Let me get this helmet. I'll leave it up for now because it's not technically.
Yeah, it's they know it's.
They know it's a bonus prize. I'll leave Brady over here. Now here's my number 2 hit though, Ricky. Something entirely different. Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield.
That's my number
dual
3.
signed boxing glove.
That is my 3.
And then my 4 is the Puka. And then I'll leave it at that as a Bears fan. Jordan Love 5, fine. But not in the video tonight.
I'm going to say my 4. We'll go with the Rodman jersey.
Rodman jersey, yeah. That one we did put back, but a lot of awesome helmets here on this scene. Rodman, actually, as a Bulls fan, I might agree.
And then my 5, Dominique.
Dominique basketball. Yeah, that's a good one. I forgot to do that. Dominique basketball 5. I think for the sake of the video, I'm going to do Warner, Carmelo, and the boxing glove.
Yep.
That's what. Did we have any really good baseball hits? I don't think we've hit baseball in the 1 and 4.
Nope.
Because I do like to do it, like, obviously on a speed flex night, it's different. But typically when we have a 1 and 4 night, I like to do 1 football, 1 baseball, 1 basketball, 1 everything else.
Alex won Emilio Estevez, Young Guns movie replica.
Not bad, Alex. Isn't that the same coach for the Mighty Ducks? Emilio Estevez.
Quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth. How are you doing, Mr. Ducksworth? Quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth.
I love that. Great movie. 1 to go, guys, in the Mix It Up. So this will happen tonight. Mix It Up will happen tonight. Still got all the headliners left, man. Not a single headliner is off the board on the Mix It Up. Every single photoed headliner, Ricky. I know we had a couple secondary, but the graphic, everything is left. For the record, Ricky, I'm 100% with you personally. These names are headliners. I mean, it's A.J. Brown, Isaac Bruce, Frank Thomas, and Pete Rose. They're 100% headliner names. Yeah. Top 5 all-time in receiving yards, Isaac Bruce. Maybe a top 5 receiver, A.J. Brown. Top 3 DH, Frank Thomas. And the all-time hit king, Pete Rose. I just know the way our customers' brains work. And they look at the graphic. Very few customers ask about the secondary headliners. They should ask about it more. They are underappreciated. But the way our customers are wired is the graphic. And if you're looking at this graphic, every single item on the graphic is still left in the series. The Mix It Up multi-sport series. We got basketball, baseball, and football icons. Now, this is different than the 1 and 4. There's no everything else hits. There's no hockey hits, no soccer hits, no entertainment hits. You're getting the big 3 American sports. Either football, basketball, or baseball. I hope so, Alex Dreyer. Future Hall of Famer Pete Rose, which is a shame that'll happen after, he passed away. By the way, too, one of the reasons why Pete Rose is a secondary headliner, Ricky, is because he, before he passed away, did sign a lot of autographs. Now that he's passed away, there won't be as many autographs out there, which will actually, ironically, raise his autograph value. So
he'll be a photo headliner again one day?
Probably. Make Pete Rose a photo headliner. Did you meet Daniel, former co-worker here?
He was gone before I came in.
Daniel, actually, you might have been the guy that replaced Daniel.
I think I was.
I think you were. I remember doing like a series with Daniel where Pete Rose, I think it was a 1 and 4, and was in the Ann Moore section. And Daniel was a big Pete Rose and baseball fan. He flipped out. He's like, how is Pete Rose not a headliner? I was like, Daniel, you're right. It's Pete Rose, Ricky. He was 100% right, but he actually literally got furious on the air over Pete Rose not even being listed.
I can respect that.
I was like, you're not wrong, Daniel. You're not wrong. The new rules they made today ensure skill bien, says Alex.
Yep. They did.
What they do today that's different?
So they said, I heard on the news before I came in that if you're banned from baseball, you're banned from baseball until you're dead. Then when you're dead, you're unbanned and can get into the Hall of Fame. Basically,
stupid.
Basically, I said it to my mom is, so what we're going to do is we'll ban you from baseball so you'll never experience the happiness of being in the Hall of Fame. But then after you're dead, we don't care anymore. Now we'll let you in because you can't experience that joy of being in the Hall.
It's kind of disgusting, to be
honest.
honest.
It is very
Ricky.
disgusting. This is why baseball, I have a huge problem with their Hall of Fame.
Their Hall of Fame is a joke.
It's not as bad as basketball, but I digress.
Well, one is too easy to get in, one's too hard to get in.
One's the Hall of Very Great.
Yes. By the way, we are sold out on that break. My quick 2 cents on Pete Rose, because that could obviously open up a whole rabbit hole. Pete Rose bet as a manager. He should not be allowed to manage again. He should not be allowed. Obviously, he can't now that he passed away, but prior to his passing, don't allow him to manage ever again. He's not allowed to manage. Don't let him be a manager. He bet on baseball as a manager. As a baseball player, he had the most hits ever. No record of him betting as a player. Allow him to be in the Baseball Hall of Fame as a player. Keep him from managing again. No problem with that, Ricky.
I mean, he's not.
But allow him to be in the Hall of Fame.
I know. He's not Jonte Porter or Brittany Griner.
Mizzou made. Jonte Porter.
Bet on his own unders.
I used to interview him when I covered Mizzou basketball.
And apparently Brittany Griner has also bet on her own games.
He still has to get the votes to be selected. It's not 100%. He's just eligible. You're right, William. Knowing baseball voters, they might not put him in. They are
jerks.
They are something else. Mix it up double number 2. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. I can't go in until 2028. Shoeless Joe will go in as well. William, he will be in. There's no doubt, says Alex. I would put it at about 60%. Now, I put it at 100% he should be in, but knowing baseball voters, I would put it at 60%.
Yeah.
Because they are a different kind of people.
Yeah.
I can see some of those people saying, no, we're not going to put him in. I could, because he's got to get like 75%, I think. What's the cutoff, Rick? I think it's 75%.
I think it's something like that.
It's in that ballpark.
It's high.
You got to get a lot of votes, not just half. 19 for Karen. Thank you, Karen. Again, every single headliner left in this series, guys, all available. So let's do it. So 15 or 19 Karen, and then one more in the breaks here. 19 and what else? Mix it up double. Otherwise, I can spin the wheel for the second one. It is a double box break, not just a single. 7 from Mr. J.
7 and 19.
Is he in that break real quick? Joshua Epler. He is in the break, so we're good. Perfect. That works, Ricky.
7 and 19?
Actually, 7 we just did, Ricky. We just did 7. So need one more number. 7 was done already. One more number, guys. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You didn't get concussed like Dom.
No.
Dom got hit by 2 boxes a few weeks ago, Ricky. It looked dangerous. All right, we got 8. So Tripod Todd had 8, looking for that Jamar Chase. And then 5 was Cody, but Cody was late, so it's going to be 8 and 19. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Mix it up double on the way next. All right. 9 clicks on the way here. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Guys, I'm hoping we keep going. If we get those break orders going, we could keep the night going. But if you guys do not get those orders going pretty quickly, this is possibly the last break of the night. Possibly. Hoping that's not the case. But ball's in your court. Josh has the Niners, White Sox, Hawks, and Nuggets. John has the Bears, Braves, Browns, and Tigers. Josh Simmons has the Dolphins, Cardinals, Broncos, and Phillies. Todd Reese. Tripod Todd. You got that Jamar Chase spot. Bengals, Expos, Bulls, and Magic. Celtics, Reds, Seahawks, and Pistons is Cody. Lakers, Padres, and Rams is Michael Convey. Heat, Dodgers, Falcons, Supersonics is Karen Reagan. And then Jeff has the Sixers, Red Sox, and Eagles.
Kamen, I wanted to be known. I bleed for this job. I got cut a little bit on the wrist.
Oh, you see?
I'm fine, though. It's
Workman's comp, and Nat, if you're listening.
It is but a flesh wound.
I'm just kidding. I like that. Hey, better to get a little cut on the hand than concussion.
Yeah.
I think,
a lot.
personally. So there you go. Oh, we have something different here. I didn't see this on the graphic. Doesn't mean it's not there, though. We got a slab card, Ricky.
Ooh, okay.
Slab card in this mixer. Here we go. Becketon autograph. Top 5 all-time in receiving yards. It's the Rams legend, Isaac Bruce. Isaac Bruce
There we go.
on that awesome card. Who's got the Rams spot? Rams. Michael Convey, first order of the night. Pro Football Hall of Fame receiver, one of the best ever, Isaac Bruce. Now, that is a secondary headliner on the Bruce slab. Not bad, Michael. Not bad at all. I mean, if I told you Isaac Bruce is 5th all-time in receiving yards, what would you say, Ricky?
No shock.
No shot?
No shock.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize how good Isaac Bruce was.
Isaac Bruce. Well, because the problem is he gets overshadowed by Torrey Holt.
How, though? Torrey Holt was 17th in yards.
Because
Bruce was 5th.
To me, Torrey Holt was more of like that young, hot wide receiver. Kind of a little bit more personality. Like Isaac Bruce just went to work.
He was a beast.
He just went to work.
By the way, caught one of the biggest touchdowns ever. Kurt Warner deep balled Isaac Bruce to win the Super Bowl. Just saying. Nice job there, Michael Convey, on the Bruce slab. I agree with that. Not as,
flashy.
Flashy name, but very, very consistent and very, very good Isaac Bruce. That is awesome. Did play a little bit longer than Torrey Holt, but both of those guys were really, really good. Isaac Bruce. Not a name we see often in the break room either. So, like Michael Convey, a big-time collector, might not have an Isaac Bruce in the PC, Ricky. Might be his first Isaac Bruce item here in the break room. All right, the second box in the double box. This might be a Craig Crenshaw special. It's a Funko Pop.
Ooh.
We got Little Penny in the house.
There we
Penny
go.
Hardaway in the Anmore section, Ricky. Former All-Star guard. One of the best point guards in the late 90s. Penny Hardaway, Shaquille O'Neal. Beat the Bulls. Went to the finals one year against the Rockets. Had those awesome little Penny commercials, too.
Yep.
Now a college basketball coach. That is the magic spot. Tripod Todd Reese.
There we
Congrats
go.
on Penny Hardaway.
There we go.
Now, Lil Penny, that's right. I don't know if you know this, Ricky. I'm this way a little bit now, but as a kid, I was much more this way. I love to be different. I still like to be different. It's part of who I am. As a kid, moved to America when I was 8. Everyone in the late 90s, 99, was rocking Michael Jordan jerseys, right? That was the cool thing to do.
Well, yeah, it's
Michael Jordan.
It's like Curry in the 2010.
Yeah. I wanted to be different. My first ever basketball jerseys, they got 2 of them, was Penny Hardaway and Scottie Pippen. Not Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Just to be different.
You wanted to buck the trend.
It was my first basketball swag, Penny Hardaway and Scottie Pippen. He had actually a famous commercial with, who's the model? Todd will remind me. It's a famous model, and he was in a commercial with her.
Penny Hardaway?
So I think she's a singer and a model. Why am I blanking on her name? You guys will tell me in the chat. They know what I'm talking about. Penny Hardaway commercial. Tyra Banks, I think. I think it's Tyra Banks. Is that a model, Ricky? I think it's Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks, I know who she is. I don't know if she was a talk show. Yeah, Nike commercial. Lil Penny and Tyra Banks.
Yeah, exactly right. So that was one of the best commercials from way back in the day.
When he's riding in the car with Lil Penny.
Little Penny was hilarious, man. That's some good stuff. The guy was a hooper, man. The guy was a hooper, no doubt. It's what makes this break room special. You kind of think back of guys used to watch. You're like, oh, yeah, good memories. I used to watch that guy play basketball, baseball, football.
So
It's all about the memories.
So one thing I will go back and watch from time to time, I pulled it up right now on my screen. I had a VHS.
Okay.
In like
I had VHS.
when I was 7 years old in 97. It was an NBA hosted by Mitch Richmond and Tim Hardaway. And it was just like NBA music videos.
Right.
They put songs to clips. It was hosted by Tim Hardaway and, like I said, Mitch Richmond. And I don't know why I remember this vividly, but every year I'm like, I got to watch that.
Run TMC. Mm-hmm. Is that Steve Kerr they're showing there?
That is. They have one where it's they did a WNBA one and they did No Doubt's I'm Just a Girl.
Nice. Nice. Well, let's do a rundown, guys. I'll do a little bit quicker version of it. Last call for orders. It is 9:45. I'll give you guys until 9:55. That's counting my rundown. If something is full, we'll break it. If we're super close, we'll keep going. Otherwise, 9:55, 9 minutes from now is the cutoff tonight. Diamonds is pretty simple. 6 boxes left, Ricky. They're all authentic helmets, and they're all absolutely amazing names. You're getting the best of the best. But there is one photoed headliner, NFL's all-time leader in receiving yards per game, Justin Jefferson on that clean rave with the visor. Jay Jetta's Come and Get Him. The multi-sport, also pretty simple, Ricky. Every single photo headliner is still left. Marino, Wade, Shaq, Jamar Chase, Chipper Jones, David Ortiz. Every single one of these is left. And we have not pulled a single photoed headliner. They're all still left. And every single order in the series gets a chance at a Tom Brady Speed Flex open at the end of the series. 30-box series. And then every single order you get in the single gets you an entry for the Brady. The double gets you 2 entries for the Brady helmet. Practice squad, still loaded, guys. Almost everything left. Ed Reed authentic, Steve Smith authentic, Michael Irvin authentic, Emmitt Smith football, the J.J. Watt mini, Drew Brees rep, Aiden Hutchinson on that clean line authentic, Marshall Faulk. We got the Darrelle Revis Rave helmet, Ricky's Go corner. Then we got James Harrison on that camo authentic. We got a couple of secondary headliners left. That is Warren Sapp and Steve McMichael. RIP to Mongo. Better than a 50% chance at a headliner in the practice squad. 1 in 4, in my opinion, is still the best break to play. We got the best soccer player of all time, Lionel Messi, on a jersey that retails for over $4,000. Autographed Messi jersey. Got Kareem on that Laker jersey, T Swift, Taylor Swift in the house, Rick Flair on that belt, Manny Ramirez, John Smoltz on the bats, the Russell Wilson Speed Flex, the Jerome Bettis, Kyron Williams dual sign Speed Flex, the Trey Young. We have all these secondary names left still. Donald, Bruce Smith, Tatis Jr., Paul Pierce, Allen Iverson, Chuck Norris. Again, better than a 50% chance at a headliner in the 1 in 4. College has 8 boxes left, 5 gift cards, 6 in 8 chance at a headliner. CD Lamb still out there. Steve Smith still out there. We got the Hines Ward, Warren Moon, Tim Brown, and LaShawn McCoy left in the college break. We have 6 to go in the vault, 2 boxes left, a $300 vault key in one of them. Then we have the Phil Simms secondary headliner in the other. Jersey break is 4 spots to go. Brett Favre, Ty Law, Roger Staubach being photoed headliners. And then mini helmets, 7 minis left, 5 headliners left. Champ Bailey, Jim Kelly, Eric Dickerson, Warren Moon, and a secondary Aaron Jones. So let me refresh things here. Let's see. Still kind of where we were. Jersey break is 3 to go. So I'm going to make this one simple, Ricky. Typically, if we're 1 or less to go, I will always stay on for the expensive top of the line breaks. The 1 in 4, the diamonds, the mix it up, the college. Given we are pretty open across the page right now, though, I do want to give the 9 a.m. show some momentum. So I'm going to draw hard lines in the sand here. The jersey break must be closed out at 9:55. It is 3 spots to go. 9:55. That is 5 minutes. If this is sold out, we break it, Ricky. If it's not sold out, pre-fill for tomorrow at 9.
Well, I have a question for you.
What's up?
How many boxes did we do?
Well, the jersey is sold out. So I'm going to count the jersey break.
Yep.
I'm also going to count the one gift I got. 22. Counting this break and my gift.
22.
How about that, Ricky?
22.
Am I good? Am I good? The feel for it, man. Thank you, sir. I almost forgot to answer that question.
I got you.
Pretty good. Appreciate that. Jersey single number 14. Go ahead and drop me a box number. I did just do our rundown, so if you guys want to keep rolling, get those break spots. We can keep going, but unless you guys order immediately, this will be the last break of our show tonight. The 22nd box of the night in our jerseys. Who's got a box number? That Brett Favre jersey looks pretty good right now. There's a new documentary coming out, Ricky, about Brett Favre.
Is that the one with the Gastineau clip?
No, actually, it's not. It's actually a Jets reporter. It's revisiting his inappropriate messages to her. It's actually called like the downfall of Favre. You haven't seen the preview?
No.
May 20th, Ricky. I'll be watching.
I'll let you watch it.
Okay.
I
be watching.
still haven't watched the Vince McMahon documentary.
I haven't either.
I just don't like negative documentaries.
Okay, that's fair.
I want to feel good when I watch a documentary.
I usually agree, but we'll see. 13 from Ryan McCall. 13, thank you, Ryan. Likely the last break of the night unless you guys order ASAP. I could see a little Scott Dean special buying out the 1 and 4 maybe, or 3 spots. Otherwise, this is it for the night. You know who's balling out tonight? Speaking of Nuggets, 15 on the Nuggets, got the Carmelo jersey. Nikola Jokic at the half, Ricky. They're up to 19 points and 9 rebounds. I have the Nuggets plus 11.5 or something is what my bet is. It's looking good right now.
I will say this. All I was told before this series was the Thunder are them. They're going to wipe the floor with the Nuggets. I remember I asked Steven Ryan the Sunday before the series. Like, Nuggets are plus 620.
Do it.
Do you throw on like a $10 flyer to win 62? He flat out told me no.
No. You know what
He said the Thunder are going to win the final, and I'm just saying.
Do you know what my Western Conference Finals prediction was before the playoffs started?
T-Wolves and Nuggets.
Warriors and Nuggets, which would have happened had Curry not gotten hurt. I will say,
yeah.
I think the Warriors would have won that series.
The one thing I knew from the beginning, what bit the T-Wolves in the butt last year, Kamen?
What specifically?
Inexperience.
Inexperience, yeah.
What are the
Same thing for the Thunder.
Inexperience.
Yeah, right.
They don't know the moment yet. The Nuggets do.
You know who knows the
They
moment?
live for the moment.
Scott Deans.
Yep.
He's experienced in the break room.
Absolutely.
He's got the NFC North, NFC South, NFC East. Cody Metcalf, NFC West. Ryan McCall, AFC North and South. Michael Convey, AFC East. And Mark McAdams, AFC West. Get those break spots going, guys. Otherwise, the last break of the night tonight. Somewhere over the Dwayne Bow, Ricky. The 2010 leader in receiving touchdowns. Terrific chief receiver. Love the black and red and yellow jersey. AFC West, Mark. You've got the Dwayne Bow jersey.
Boom, boom.
That is very, very nice. Mark McAdams. So, headliner ratios just got better as well in the jerseys too, guys. So get your spots if you want to keep the night going. I would say, Ricky, get your spots regardless.
Yeah.
Because any breaks that do not fill up tonight, they carry over to tomorrow at 9 in the morning. Whatever doesn't get done at 9 carries over to noon, 3, so on and so forth. You don't lose your spots in the break room. Nice, says Ryan. Really liked him growing up. Yeah, Ryan's a Chief guy. He was in that era of lack of good quarterbacks, lack of good, playoff performances or lack of playoff appearances, period. Different era for Chief fans, man. They went like 50 years between Super Bowls, Ricky, and now they're always in the Super Bowl. So I always find it, too, the hot takes people are making, which they've been making these for the last 4 or 5 years. When are the Chiefs done? When are the Chiefs not going to win? And every year a smart analyst says they're going to lose the AFC West. And every year I laugh.
Yeah.
They might lose in the playoffs, but they're not losing the AFC West. I'll put it that way.
There's a reason why, Kamen, I have a mega future set, which is probably going to fail.
Sure.
But for my NFL part of that, it's a 7-leg parlay. For my NFL Super Bowl part of it, who did I pick? The Chiefs.
Not a bad pick.
Because plus 800 at the time.
Not a bad
That's
pick.
way too high for the Chiefs.
Not a bad pick. So, guys, couple more minutes here. Last call for orders. Get your spots. It is 9:55. I'll give you guys a few more minutes to get those breaks moving, just in case. Otherwise, we'll hop off here right about 10 o'clock. It is 9:56. The fact that us not winning 3 in a row makes us terrible is funny. I agree, Ryan. There's a guy that picked recently on a show, said the Chiefs are going 9-8. And I was like, they went 15-1 or 16-1, 15-2, because they rested the guys the last week.
Yeah.
With like so many other receivers injured. So yeah, I agree, Ryan. That is crazy to me. Also crazy to me is that how we still have every single headliner left in the Mix It Up, Ricky.
Oof.
All the photo headliners, excuse me.
We've only had 3 headliners all listed.
Yes. All the photo are left, guys. Whether late tonight or tomorrow, this Mix It Up is a no-brainer. 1 in 4 is still a no-brainer. I think it's something like 16 and 21 chance at a headliner, something like that, counting the secondary. Trey Young, Ric Flair, the Boston Kyron Williams, Manny Ramirez, John Smoltz, Taylor Swift, Lionel Andres Messi, the greatest athlete of all time for me, Russell Wilson, Speedflex, Kareem on the licensed jersey. We have these 3 secondary headliners, and then these 3 as well, Ricky. Now that 1 in 4 is loaded. Definitely recommend playing that break. Definitely recommend the multi-sport. Those 2 breaks in particular, the 2 multi-sport breaks, have the best headliner ratios in the break room. If you just want football, though, obviously all Authentics in the Diamonds, and of course this practice squad, we still got everything left except for Jordan Love, and I think we only pulled Puka Nacua, Ricky. So get your spots, guys. Let's get those breaks done. If not late tonight, definitely momentum for the 9 a.m. show. So let's do our final tally for here to the show. We went over it earlier. We're both going Rams, American Underdog, Hydro Speedflex, Kurt Warner.
Yep.
We have a different 2 and 3. I went to Holyfield and Tyson dual signed glove, and you went the Carmelo jersey.
Yep.
And then honorable mentions, obviously we have maybe the Rodman jersey, the Puka helmet, the Jordan Love helmet, the Tom Brady will probably come out tomorrow at some point. I don't know if it's 9, 12, 3, or 6, but every single entry in the series, every single order in the series gets you a chance at the Tom Brady. 240 total entries. The single gets you 1 spot. The double gets you 2 spots. So we have 16 already taken for the breaks we've done.
We have more.
We have more, so Ricky will add them on.
We got 3 more boxes worth?
Okay.
I forgot to put the single.
Oh, you're good, Ricky. So Ricky's adding more of these on, but there's 240 slots here, so a lot of chances left for the Tom Brady Speed Flex in that break. So Ricky, I'll get your final thoughts tonight. Looks like this will wrap it up for us because we are pretty open, and last order was about 10 minutes or so ago to close out that jersey break. So final thoughts from you, man.
No, it was a great show. Can't wait to see who wins this Brady. The Mix It Up is loaded. The 1 and 4 is loaded. Tomorrow should be another good day.
And you're back on Thursday at 12 and 3. I'll be back tomorrow at 12 and 3. Usually host the weekday night shows personally, but Wednesdays is my early day, 12 and 3. We're here every single day, though. 9, 12, 3, and 6 p.m. Central Time on the Ultimate Autographs YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook channels. Midnights as well for the U After Dark show on Fridays. You can also get all your break spots on ultimateautographs.com. Great job tonight, Ricky, co-hosting, producing.
Thank you.
As always, and best of job to the customers, the best customers in the business. Thank you so much, guys. You make the show fun, possible, and awesome. You guys are the best in the business. Have a great night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.